Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 64. I'm Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
Alright, sup guys, this week's Omni4Game recap, we go over our locals as always. We look at some top deck lists, and guess what, they all look the same. We do weekly reveals, and then we look at your comment questions. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Alright, first topic, locals recap.
Sean, you want to go first?
Yeah, Sean, you want to run off your rounds?
Yeah, I wasn't able to attend. I had to attend a Christmas party. For some reason, that group of people always schedules things on Fridays. It works for everyone the best besides me because it forces me to miss our locals, but yeah.
So Sean got last place last night.
Yes.
Sad to see it.
Yeah,
Brandon put you in the tournament, but he always just put 0-2 next to you.
Yeah, I just hand drew Sean in and then put 0-2. So you got last place. No buys for you either.
Caleb too. You know, I messaged him. I said, "Where are you at?" He said, "Dog sitting." I said, "Bring the dogs. We love dogs."
Yeah, we love dogs.
Dog sitting now, not house sitting.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, why are you always sitting?
Yeah, stand up, Caleb.
Yeah, dog stand. Come on. So I guess I'll go first. I got third place last night. I was playing Purple Hybrid. Pretty easy deck to pick up. Totally understand why it's so popular. It's good and easy to play. So, I mean, that's pretty deadly. I play Tamer, Digivolve, and then swing, activate effect, Digivolve again. Blow board up, swing for big damage. Very simple, very easy. Round one, I played against, oh god, who was it?
Grayson
playing bunnies, thank you.
You're welcome.
He wasn't even actually that better than you did.
It was actually pretty funny. Like, all my matchups were kind of funny, or like they kind of benefited my opponents sometimes, or just didn't affect them at all because a lot of Grayson's cards, or for bunnies, can just Digivolve alternatively because it says, "Hey, if this in name," it can completely avoid the color thing.
It can, yeah.
Because I changed one of his cards, and he was like, "Oh, I can't Digivolve," and I said, "I'm pretty sure you can."
Pretty sure if you read your card very closely, you will see
that. Ben looked over and said, "Yeah, you're never going to be able to be stopped. All of your cards can still Digivolve."
Yeah, so that was funny. And his Mega Gargomon Ace actually kind of can hurt me sometimes. Thankfully, a couple of the games, or the two games we played, I milled a good portion of his deck. Me and Brandon were going 50-50 on a Rapidmon X form, so he's got one of those in his deck. It was like his Christmas present.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to go ahead and send you money for that. I totally forgot.
It's very nice.
Yeah, so he's got one of those now. Thankfully, both games I milled it out of his deck. Like, one of the first mills. I was like, "You're never going to get to use that card."
The one of.
Yeah. So that was fun. I just did. There's not much to really say. I just Purple Hybrid stuff. You know, I Digivolve into my tank. It was like a pretty simple, basic game.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to like a couple turns, just like wait out his like Rapidmon protection sometimes, and that was it. It was pretty good throughout the whole night of like me seeing my Duskmons pretty early on, except for one round where it kind of mattered. The only round I lost. So then round two, I play against Robbie? Yeah, Robbie, because then round three is you, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay, so I play against Robbie. Now, something extremely funny happened this round. Now, if anyone knows Robbie, he plays a lot of unorthodox cards. Like, they're not standard decks at all.
He loves Tekken.
Yes.
He loves just teching his deck out. So, he's playing Dynus again. It's pretty much just the Dynus, like, bottom end with a bunch of just, like, ace level 5s and different level 6s with, like, some copies of Dynasmon.
Yeah.
And Edamon. Can't forget the Edamon.
And Edamons. So he was doing his stuff, I was doing my stuff. Well, one turn I Digivolved into the Duskmon, and he has Angemon Ace on it. I said, I audibly go, well, I'm not going to let you Digivolve. I'm not going to let you Ace me here. So I Digivolve, and I go, blue, and I swing, and then he puts Seraphimon Ace on the board. And I said, I forgot you play this crap. He plays such a random sort of, like, Digimon that there was no card I could, or no
Purple.
color I could. You think purple. You don't think he would be crazy enough to, like, randomly play, like, Moss... Well, I guess Mossymon wouldn't matter.
Name a purple ace he could successfully blast you with.
There's one out there. It's Robbie. There's one out there.
Metal
I guess
Garu.
purple. Yeah, Metal Garu. No, I guess purple was probably the safe one. Because I was like, because after he did that to me, and I was just like, oh, red, and I was like, no, you probably play Ophani and Valk, of course, and I was like, green, and I was like, no, that's yellow, and Cherub.
Yeah.
And so I'm like thinking of all these random ace cards he could be playing.
Black,
that was pretty.
Seraphi Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, black. I was like, black, Seraphi Ace.
Purple's 100% the safest one if you don't know the deck list, and you know he's playing just random stuff like that.
So it was really funny when I was like, oh, blue, I'm safe. And he's just like, oh, Seraphimon Ace. And I'm like, well, thank God you only had 3 security, so you couldn't bounce my Velgra.
Thank God
so that was really funny. Yeah, thank God.
I mean, okay, so other than the ability to Shadow Seraphi on top, isn't like a Zulong just better?
I would say the only situation where Seraphi might be better is in Angel specifically, but yeah. Well, not even a Zulong. I would say Vikemon would be better.
Oh, Vike, yeah.
Yeah, I like Vike more.
The Zulong's probably better,
Yeah,
like, generically than Seraphi as well, though.
The problem with that is you need it to be half yellow.
Oh,
it is a yellow
so he
deck.
can search it. I got you.
I mean, he can't Vikemon on top of any of his burrows, right? Like, they're all
True,
yellow.
you're right. Yeah, I do think a Zulong's probably better. Yeah.
But being able to Shadow Seraphi on top of it, that's probably what the play
Seraphi is really pretty, though. I will say the alt art is a beautiful card.
Very nice.
So that was really fun and funny. Me sitting there like struggling, not knowing if he plays any ace cards. Grayson also randomly teched in 2 Mega Kabuterimon aces into his deck, and he had like a level 4 on the board. And I audibly said, well, you don't play ace cards. I didn't even know he had them. So I swung at his security, and he Digivolved into Mega Kabuterimon. I said, okay, what the hell? Didn't know you played this. Yeah, I said, well, I didn't know you played this. He goes, I just put them in. I was like, how'd you even get these? You get most of your cards from us. I didn't give you these.
Isn't that a super rare?
It is.
Yeah.
BT15.
I'm like, what? Where'd that come from?
Bro, we didn't give him a ride to the store today. Bro showed up there. He got dropped off earlier in the day. I wonder if he traded for them right before.
I must have.
I don't know.
Like, you got any green stuff?
Yeah, so that was hilarious. Round 3 I played against Brandon. Probably the worst I drew all night. I'm not gonna say I drew like completely awful. It just took me way longer to see Duskmons than I. Yeah,
the first Duskmon he saw was the one I checked out of his security.
Yeah, and Ancient Omni can whittle you down really quick. And I don't even if I have nothing on the board, he can still trigger off his Ancient Garu by just swinging because he has like draw inheritables. So that was also really unfortunate. There was one turn where I was like, I know I have to literally try and kill him here or mill him out to the point where he can't draw and lose for round, but there was just like no actual way I could do it and like keep turn. Like my best play was like try and Merva him and put out enough blockers with retail and hope that like, hey, you know, like I'm okay. I wasn't.
How many cards did he have in the deck?
He ended up with like 2 left, so like I was almost.
I drew them all as I was starting my turn.
What'd you play back like with Merva?
I only had 1 Kaiser, Leo, and trash.
How many Velgas did you have in trash?
Probably like
1.
2.
And you just play the Velgars back?
No, I've had enough to where that wouldn't. I don't think that would have worked.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm pretty sure you only had the one Velgar in trash. Because you looked through them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think I ended up playing back Velgar and Kaiser.
Yeah.
Because I crossed the Merva. So I played back one of each. So the Kaiser Leomon had
Blocker retail.
Blocker.
Well, if your goal is to mill them out,
Yeah.
you just play back as many Velkers as you can and just mill
Oh,
cards.
right. Yeah, that was the you're right, Brian. I only did have the one. Yeah, because
Okay,
that's what I
that
was
makes
looking
sense.
for was the second Velgra, and I didn't have it because it took me forever to see the Duskmon, and I only saw the one Velgra.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of that turn, I had 5 different colors on board.
Double
Yeah,
yeah, on hard.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Brandon was like, it took you forever to play this out. I was like, dude, I literally have to try and think this out and deck you out right here to end this. And if like I can't,
it was like,
if this,
it was a gamble for me because I had to give him 4 memory to start the turn, which is only 1 more memory than 3. But sometimes that 1 memory comes up. You never know. So it was a gamble for me because I had to get my dual tamer out because I needed the Omni end of turn swing the next turn. Because I had lethal established. Like, there was nothing he could do. The Omni's coming down. Like, it's Jover. He has to kill me this turn. Bro took like 10 minutes trying to like...
I had to. I was trying to see it, and I was almost there. If I'd have seen like 1 or 2 more different pieces, I probably would have had it. So, and then game 2, he rushed me down so quick. I didn't even really have much to do because I still have to establish my tamers, and unless he's hitting them for free out of security, like there's some turns I'm just like passing by playing a tamer. So
I will say there were several times during our match where I would just check your security and it's just free. Yeah. No tamers. He checks mine with a rookie, wanting it to die to get his inheritable off the Demimera. Tamer.
No removal.
So he was hitting all the tamers out of my security.
That's rough.
It was literally the only round against, but there were like a lot of times tonight where like what's his name, Grayson, he probably actually could have killed me or won game 2 because he established the Mega Gargo. Like he proactively did it instead of like trying to wait for me to do it because like he was learning. So he like proactively did it to stun my stuff, and he had Quartzmon and he was gonna Digivolve into it. Right. So I'm like, hey, this is a really good play here. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm proud of you, bud. But he literally goes, oh wait, I can swing and unsuspend and like do extra damage. And he literally turns his card sideways, and I was like, oh god, if he gets that's Rivals. And so it's Rivals.
Punish.
Yeah, and I killed it, and he goes, no! He goes, I should have just Digivolved into the courts. I go, yeah, you should have. But it's hindsight. Like he couldn't have known. But yeah,
that's the greed. It's the greed of the situation.
Yeah, it's hindsight. But I think against that deck, if I think I'm gonna kill you next turn regardless, Quartz Mining before you swing with the Mega Gargos, correct?
Right. He goes, oh man, I guess even Digivolve into the courts wouldn't matter. I was like, no, you would have trashed this card and then check the next one. He goes, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah. So I end up losing to Brandon 0-2. It was like pretty quick too. Minus like game 1 where I was like really trying to, big brain it. Round 4 I played against Beelzemon again. Another matchup where I'm like, I'm milling cards.
Did you pass turn when you swung with your?
No. So I did know he had that Beelzemon on the board.
I'm not even talking about that one. I'm talking about the wizards and the the Death Slingers.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. I got actually pretty lucky with that. But there was one turn where he had that Beelzemon on the board that's like an all turns. And I was like, Jack Raid, go to 1. I was like, swing. I was like, please be okay. And then like end of attack, blew it up, and then did my Duskmon Velgar play again. I actually think it also kind of held me because me milling him so much, I think put a lot of his level 4s into the trash. And game 2, he ran out of level 4s.
Ironic.
Yeah, very ironic. It was hilarious.
I feel like it'd be easy to deck them out too, because like once they get going and you just hit them a couple times with Velgar, just like
I killed him before he was able to get that low though, so it was pretty good. But it was still like a very close match because again, I'm speeding him up in some cases. I
Yeah.
think if it was like Ben, if I was playing against Ben that game, dude, and he just stays in raising area until he has like lethal.
Yeah, he would just let you just mill him, and he's just like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
keep it coming, keep it coming.
Right. Yep. All right, come on. So, but Tyler was like promoting and doing stuff. There was one, I think it was game 1, where every time I swung into a security, I hit wisdom training. I hit 3 wisdom trainings out of his security. Yeah, it was crazy. And so like he literally promotes and he goes, boom, boom, boom. He had Impmon, Imp X, Wizard into Wizard. Like literally one turn, he promoted his Impmon, Impmon X, Wizard. Wizard X, all of these wisdom trainings. He goes Balmon, Bal X,
Jesus.
and then Beelzemon, and I'm like, holy cow! Like the only person I see this lucky is Sean.
Okay.
Like he had, and I said I've never seen this before. That is like the ultimate X antibody line, and you just had all this, and he had all the wisdom training, so he basically did it for like 1 or 2 memory. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I blew it up the next turn, so it didn't really matter.
And then I killed it.
Yeah, that X anybody line isn't that formidable unless it's killing you.
No. Yeah.
No
Unfortunately,
protection.
it's pretty squishy.
Yeah.
Especially
yeah,
if you got the Beals from trash.
Yeah. So I got that 2-0. Finished X1. Ben was kind of upset. He really wanted to play against Purple Hybrid because he said he needed more practice against it. So
Yeah. It's probably going to be pretty popular at Nationals.
yeah.
I imagine so.
I mean-
It's like a pretty fun deck to play.
I wouldn't say it's. I'm not gonna say I had fun, because again, it's very one-dimensional and pretty easy. Like you're still playing a purple deck, so you have to like know stuff like cards in your trash and whatever. And I was trying my best to keep that organized. So I like knew what like everything was doing. But there were probably definitely some play lines I could have done better.
There are some subtle things when you get down to the nitty gritty, but like at its core, it's pretty brainless strategy. As far as that version, anyway, not the stun version.
Now, will I say Digivolve into Matt, Digivolve into Velgra, play the Matt back out, add the Dusk, Digivolve the Dusk, dude, and do that on repeat?
Yeah.
That was pretty brain dead. I'm like, Bandai, you're not gonna hit this Matt because of this, are you? Because
yeah, that'd be so stupid if they hit the mat and not the new card.
And then like there was one point. Yeah, I had 20 cards in trash, and I was like, Jack Raid? I was like, 2? I was like, Jack Raid? 2?
I wouldn't hate it if that
Tyler
card got hit.
Yeah, and Tyler was like, well, that's not good. And I'm like, it's not at all.
That feels a little unfair.
See, I could see them hitting the mat in the Jack Raid. That would be crazy.
I don't think Jack Raid would be fine.
Yeah, I think all the gain memory for free cards like Grav Crush, Jack Raid, Hammer Spark.
Yeah.
I think they all need to go to 1.
I think it should just ban all of them, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think it would
Grav
kill
Crush
the deck.
Is only one I could see staying just because it doesn't have the security effect.
Neither does Blinding Ray.
It's a red hybrid.
Blinding Ray doesn't have a security effect either.
I don't say that purely as a red hybrid player.
Yeah, obviously.
So, anyways, yeah, I don't think those hits would kill the deck. It would hurt it, but I think you would just try and replace them with Koichi, and I think if you lost the Jack Raids, you would probably take out the Merva package.
I think you'd have to at that point, because you're never going to have that much memory to be able to do it without passing turn.
You could replace the Mervas with like Calling from Darkness. Some people already play that. I was trying it last night and I never ended up using it. I'd probably cut it for another Koichi, because I was playing 4 OG Koichis and then 2 of the new ones. I'd rather have probably a 3rd copy of the new Koichi, because that's inheritable. It's also really good, especially if you're not seeing the mat, to try and recycle your
you could also try out
it's also good against the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could also try out like scrambles. On paper, you'd probably be like, oh, not really, but like, sure, playing out the level 3 is probably not the best part, but recycling your piece is really good. And then on top of that, the Evo reduction could be used to go into your hybrids on top of
on your rookies,
normal level 3s.
Yeah.
I also don't see anybody playing, what was it, that deity card that we were talking about earlier?
Oh,
I did the Guardian Deity.
That card is so ridiculous.
I don't know why people aren't playing that card. I would probably tech in at least 2 copies of that in there. I mean, it gets back, it recurs your cards. It's probably because they have mat, but then you could also play your you get to play a tamer for free. So it's like
Yeah, it lets you play any of your tamers for 2 memory. It's pretty stupid.
yeah, it's like a free recursion. Like especially since it's a mill deck, you get to add back a hybrid card and the tamer card, and then you're playing the tamer.
It's,
And
so
you're
it's like,
never gonna have to worry about the color requirements.
yeah.
Right. So I don't know why people aren't playing that card.
I've seen people play it.
Yeah, the deck did seem kind of tight. To make room for the calling, I cut rivals down to 3, which was probably a mistake. I would probably just cut the calling and put rivals back up to 4. That's probably another reason why people aren't playing, because rivals is also another recursion card. But
Yeah.
I don't know. The deck just seemed kind of tight. But if you didn't have the Merva package, it would probably open up a lot of room.
It would. That's like 7 slots
Yeah.
if you're playing 4 Jack raids.
Right. And the Ignite, so I guess 8, right?
Nah, I had 2 Mervas, 1 Ignite, 4 Jack raids was my idea.
Oh,
for
7,
Merva
yeah.
package.
You're right. That's exactly what I was playing, so.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, Brandon. Tell everyone how you digivolved into Gabu, swung, played Ancient Deity, played it back out, played a Tamer.
That's not even.
He doesn't play
that's-
Ancient
that's-
Deity, do you?
That's not even a
Yeah.
card in my deck.
Okay.
Oh, what's it called, Brandon? The
Miraculous
stupid
Mega Man.
Omni-Mon. Yeah, there you go. So this what every one of Brandon's rounds looked like. Hatch, Gabumon,
Matt.
play Tamer. Probably analog,
Matt.
right?
No, it's
You got-
usually you guarantee you have to go back.
Yeah, you have to do
He
Matt.
wishes it was Matt, but you know how much I had to hear him complain last night about how much he needed the Matt? Yeah,
No,
a
I
lot.
literally saw it every single game. That's why I went
No.
undefeated.
Promote, game
Last
memory
week was
drop,
the
swing,
epiphany of the
miraculous,
Yeah, I mean, that's
Bring
what
it
happens if
back.
that deck sees its stuff.
Tamer, blah blah blah. Sean, he had like 10 Tamers on his board after as I was trying to kill him round 1 or game 1. It was
Great.
bad. I was like, and like so many of them were color changed. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
He's like, make that one purple, make that one green.
Man, if only
I
you'd
had a
seen
purple
another
analog
Velgrin.
use at one point.
I was trying,
Yeah, but
Sean, but like, dude, it's like turn 3. I barely have like any card. I like barely have any cards milled, anything ready. You know.
I wish that had been recorded. I'm curious if, like, looking at your hand in trash, there was a way to actually deck him there.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was taking my time with it because I was like, I know we have time in this matchup because either he's gonna kill me really quick or I'm gonna like
Yeah, you guys aren't going to turns.
kill him. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. So I'm like, I can take my time here, and like, as long as I'm making actions, Brandon can't sit here and complain, even though he was.
Hey, I was just saying, it's been like 10 minutes since the same turn.
Past turn so I
Kill me
can
or
kill
don't.
you.
Either kill me or don't. So anyway,
I don't even think he needed to alter beam me. I think he just did that to do it.
No, I think it was correct.
If you had more than one
Whatever.
security, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You had more than one security.
Yeah.
Can't believe you had the whole freaking line. It was
I had
ridiculous.
everything. I had everything
Like
in my
20.
hand already too, so I was like, if he mills me, I'm fine. As long as I still have one card in deck, I'm fine. Because I think I had like 5 or 6 cards actually starting my turn, but when I promoted, I had a Gabumon already on the board, so I had to draw. Like I was drawing the rest of my deck no matter what because of my mats and my Gabumons are all like
Yeah.
they're
Right
not-
before
they're
I
not
played-
optional.
Right before I played the Merva, I looked at my trash and I had the 1 Velgar and 1 Kaiser, and I was like, damn it! If it would, because I go, how many cards do you have left in deck? And he like picks it up, he's like 8, and I was like, dang it!
Did you have a Velgrin
Yeah.
in hand by chance?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I was
you'd only
digging
seen-
for it. I was looking for it.
So anyway, round 1, I played against Ben. He was playing 7 Great Demon Lords. So game 1, he kind of rolled me because he was able to just multiple times ruin mode me back to back to back. Like I hit I hit something. He had played Beelzemon, which let him mill,
Mhm.
and he milled the
Rivals.
option.
Rivals.
Yeah, the one that's to the field.
Rivals.
Yeah.
So yeah, that. Thank you. So then he goes ruin mode.
Marvel,
Alright, cool.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. So he ruin modes me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna sticky picky here. whatever. I guess I'll just have to deal with 2 turns of not being able to make actions. And then, of course, he mills the option, and I'm like, 3 turns of not being able to take actions. Because then he just goes, the following turn, he goes, I was like, don't you do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Picks up his ruin mode and then just plays a dude and ruin modes me. And again, I'm just like,
you're not going to play this game.
At that point?
You just sit this one out.
Yeah, for real. So game 1 was kind of a non-game. Like, I tried fighting back, but there wasn't much I was going to be able to do. Game 2, he said the famous last words. He had the ability to do play A or play B. Play B was safer, but play A was more optimal. So he went for play A. And he said, you're not going to be able to kill me from 4 security, right? I have 2 rookies. 1 on the board, 1 in the raising. So I promote. 1 of the rookies lived. I don't think that mattered, but it was cool that it did because it meant I could save the memory for the optimal play. So now he's at 2 security, and I just go, okay, cool. Ancient, bounce your security, because he had a dude on the board, Omni4Game.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It's one of those moments where it's just like, you can't do this. Proceeds to watch your opponent do exactly that.
Yeah.
Game 3, it was really fast-paced for me, and he didn't open up super optimally. I did had to play through Ruin mode twice, but because I am a smart cookie, and I know you guys are actually bringing Ruin modes now instead of playing what I want to play, I'm playing optimally, so I have Korikaku in the deck. So I would go Korikaku swing to get a chip in, and then I went hard play Ancient Garu with the Digicross requirements, bounce the Ruin mode back to his hand. So he goes, all right, cool, well, I'm going to Ruin mode again. I'm like, all right, cool. When my Ancient Garu dies, I'm going to grab my Korikakumon again.
Yeah.
So I got to do that again. And I actually saw all 4 copies of Ancient Garu and 2 copies of Lobo, so I didn't mind not recycling my Lobo. So I was able to Ancient Garu him like 4 times. It was pretty nice. I did have to Gamba the turn I hard played the Ancient because I was giving him like 6 or 7 memory. But I was like, worst case scenario, he plays a Demon Lord for free, and then he plays like a Lucemon. He actually did exactly that. Recovered end of turn to go into the Chaos mode. But I just killed my Analog Youth because I have so many Tamers on the board, I don't care. Yeah, so I ended up beating him 2-1. I want to say that was the only game I dropped all night, was that first game. Yeah, so then round 2, I played against Tyler. Again, he's playing Beelzemon. So, game 1, I saw probably one of the best opening hands ever, going second. Because he goes, alright, cool, Digivolve and Raising, Iron Mako.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, that's a really good opening. I'm looking at my hand, and I'm like, I've got a pretty good opening too. So I Evo and Raising, draw, BT6 mat, looks in hand, BT6 mat, double BT6 mat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just set up for the rest of the game from there. Like, I was able to kill him so fast because my resources were unlimited.
Drawing cards is good.
Yeah, drawing cards, very good. Fun fact. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will agree. Game 2, I had to gamble and give him 9 memory. Because I didn't have a tie on the board. But I needed to stun his Iron Makos and prevent his Beelzemon from swinging. So I had to hard play the Wargrave full cost. 8 memory, not 9. 8 memory. And then warped into the Melga. And I had another copy of Wargrave and another copy of Melga in hand with 2 Miraculouses. So I was like, I feel like I'm safe. I'm not gonna Omni until I know he's out of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that gamble paid off because he does end up establishing a second Beelzemon and like attempts to go for game with it. If I was like bluffing the Omni, he 1000% could have like beat me that turn. But luckily I had enough to do 2. So I do manage to take that game as well. It's just one of those things where if you have it, you have it. And then again, against Chris, round 3, Purple Hybrid. We kind of already went over that. I got really lucky that his little rookies kept not dying, hitting my tamers out.
I was trying to dig, man. I was trying. Every time that little Ukomon swung at security and it lived, I was so upset.
Yep.
I just want to draw. I just want to draw. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to discard cards. I'm trying to dig. And it's like, oh, another Mansora. Oh, another Mantai.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's like, I remember I poked you twice with like 2 rookie swings pretty early, and then I was like, all right, cool, you're in lethal range now. Good luck.
Yeah, it's great being in lethal range with 3 security left. Wow.
Wow. And then in the final round, I played against Todd playing Tyrant. Both games, I think he was just kind of unaware of what the strategy was, so he kind of played into it a bit too hard. It definitely did help that he didn't have his redirect in his Tyrant stack. He had seen it, I guess, after already evoing into somebody else, so that kind of felt bad for him, but I was able to out his second body that was on the board that had the redirect in its sources.
That's
So
just a free matchup for you.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Tyrant's
if he
too slow and piece reliant.
Piece reliant, yeah. If he gets his wall set up with enough redirects, it's really hard for me to get through it. But he has to get the wall up with enough redirects.
Yeah, he has to set up before you get it. Like, if you open slow, there's a chance, but I feel like your favorite just because that deck does take... Deck. Yeah.
So, that deck is so unfair, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Ancient
the amount of free memory and card draw that he has access to is ridiculous. When he goes, literally, by turn 3, and he already has, like, 20 cards in hand, and he's going to, like, 5+ memory for nothing...
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I had Matt Sora out like turn 2 or something like that. I promoted and I was like, cards in hand? He goes like 4. And I was like, alright, cool, I have like 9. He's like, what? How do you have so many already?
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those decks that's so OP that it only just loses to itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Digimon Emperor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're lucky I don't tech for locals, Brand. I'd be playing 4 Digimon Emperor every week. I'll do it.
Man,
I'll do it.
In that game against Ben, game 1, I just remembered this. When I poked him with my Korikaku while under Ruin mode, I hit the Emperor out of security and I went, are you serious? It didn't end up mattering because I could never promote anyway because he triple Ruin moded me, but like... yeah, so back to the final. Yeah, so I anciented his Grand Quagga Ace, got like a memory rebate. Now he doesn't have a redirect, so I just go from there. And then I hit him with the end of turn DNA Omni swing per game. Because I don't think he realized, like, once you have 1 security against this deck, you're dead. Because War Greymon is the inheritable, it just means you have 0 security.
Yeah.
So I did that to him game 1, and then game 2... basically the same thing happened. There was like a bit of a misunderstanding. Like, I had gone into Metal Garu to stun all his board, so his board couldn't suspend. Very good in that matchup, because unless you can suspend something during my turn, you're not touching your cards.
Mm-hmm.
So his dude was still unsuspended, but he had given my Metal Garu the you can't suspend effect, or you can't unsuspend effect. So he didn't suspend it, but I couldn't unsuspend, which, you know, kind of sucks because Metal Garu's whole thing is he wants to unsuspend. But at the end of turn, I DNA'd, went into Omni, and he was a little confused on why Omni came out unsuspended and could still swing. But I was like, that's just how DNAs work. Like, imagine in a world where DNAs actually kept all their buffs and stuff like that. Like, imagine, I told this to Chris, like, last night, imagine if, like, Imperial could carry over, like, a security check +1 throughout their entire stack. Like, imagine early days going XVmon with jamming, giving it security check +1 with, like, red plugin, swinging for 2 checks, DNAing into Pyildra, he still has a security check +1. and then just going 2 more checks, 2 more checks. Like, that would have been so stupid.
I think it was a mistake to give DNA's rush inherently.
I'm not complaining.
Of course you're not.
That's
I wonder if there's a
currently
world. I wonder if there's a world where we can play Ancient Omni, but with the red base with Agumons. I'd like that deck.
It's not as good purely because all of your level 3s don't just inherently draw pieces.
Yeah.
I think that's what
I
makes
know.
the Agumon one so good, is because both BT17 and BT15, and of course I'm playing BT1, all just generically say draw a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have Searchers. I know it's not the same, but
You have a better
it'd be.
you have a better level 4 lineup because you'd probably be playing a Goonie and Secret Rare Greymon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then of course you'd be playing
And
BT14, BT17
Koromon.
Melga.
I don't think you play I mean, I guess you play BT14 Wargrave, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, BT14 War.
Okay, and then the Agumon, probably.
Well, you would play Ancient Greymon.
The new one, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For dual tamers,
You'd play the same ones. You'd play Tai, Mantai, Analog, and then you could play Mad Sora because they're blue-red.
yeah, it would help your Melga be able to hard play for cheaper.
I guess that's true.
Sean, cook it up. Put it on the poll.
Yeah. Maybe. I'll think about it.
I'll let you borrow the pieces since I'm not going to be there next week. You can have my pre-release copies of Miraculous and my Omnis.
I would need, like, almost the entire core.
Oh, damn you. I got Altart BT14s as well, so... I mean, you have your Secret Rare Greymons, right?
I ordered them. They haven't arrived yet.
Oh, they haven't shown up yet?
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting deck. At least, like, try build it on the sim.
So this is how it goes, guys. If Ben doesn't show up, Brandon does well. If Ben shows up but Sean doesn't show up, Brandon does well. So he just needs one of them to not show up for him to play well.
Yeah, crazy. Oh, I will say also, I was just looking at my notes. Something that was really cool is in the final round against Todd, both games, he started his first turn by doing a search, and in both searches he bought Dex's HPD, so I knew to never worry about that, which is real feels good.
Yeah, another card that should go to 0.
Pretty good card. Should come back to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, alright, cool, never worrying about that.
Oh, you're not just gonna win because you saw that card? Sick.
Sick.
So be
I'm going to
fair.
win because I can see all my cards.
Yeah. By the way, we have a community Discord now. If you're interested in joining that, link for that will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so we have some deck lists to go over. Starting off with this No Heroes November Ultimate Cup. So what we got here. So this was... I had no idea how big the event was. It doesn't say. Top 16 breakdown.
Well, how dare they? How do we know this just... Yeah, how do we know these just weren't the only players playing?
Yeah, it was a 16-man event. This is the breakdown. 16th place, Vincent Martin with Mirage. Let's see if this is...
Oh, God. It's not organized. I guess it is, but, like, when did they start doing that?
That is weird.
Yeah, why are the Thomases mixed in with the options?
Yeah, it looks like options and tamers are now combined, and it's always been sorted by play cost, unfortunately.
I don't like this.
Yeah, this looks pretty standard. Everyone's switching to the Huang Kuns and all that jazz.
Yeah, standard build. Standard regular build.
Yes. Then we have Dominic with Fenry. I've never seen Dominic spelled like that. That's unique. Only 3 Kazuchis pre dual memory boost. That is a bold strategy.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Wonder how it paid out for him.
Yeah, I got him 15th
I mean, he
place.
clearly got second to last. So
Second to last in the
16-man
16-man event. Yeah.
Yeah.
This card should go to 1 or 0. Yep. Congrats. That one's relatively... then we have...
So adorable.
Magna X. Let's take a look here.
The lame armor version.
Yeah, he's got money because he's got the Flame Dramons.
He's
playing that level 5 from the Mirage deck. That's like $20-$30 right there. Quantum is a potential game ender.
Yeah, 2 Paladins. No Dual Tamer, dude.
I know. I'm looking for it, Sean. I know. That's what I'm saying.
That card is cash money. Even if you're playing the armor variant, it's still good. It's way better than those 3-cost Davis, dude. Yeah, you can't play Primo if you're not playing the Dual Tamer because you don't have any green sources.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of a weird choice.
Yeah,
not really. Magna can warp on top of Magna.
Yeah, but you're playing the full cost. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. They don't care.
Guess not.
I think you should be playing the Dual Tamer over this Davis. It's just like straight up just better.
Agreed.
Like, congrats.
I would also agree.
Then we have Yoldus, 3 Great Angels, 13th place.
Is this Sean's deck profile?
It is not.
No. I'm seeing 3 Great Angels that aren't.
No, I see a Serafi Ace. Definitely not.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Only 2 Cherubs? I wonder if this was a budgetary thing.
I love how John's just like, I wonder if this guy's poor. That's why he's only playing 2.
It's literally the best one. I just don't see why you wouldn't be playing at least 3, but probably 4.
Oh my god, did this guy only play the Ophani, the Cherub, and the Serafi so he could legitimately be playing all 3 of them?
Yeah, technically 4. Because Shadow Serafi's 3 Great Angels as well.
I want to believe that this guy brought this deck and then had these ratios just to be like, yeah, I'm playing the 3 Great Angels.
He's like, yeah, I'm playing 3+1 Great Angels. Only 3 Angelmons.
How many Dominimon? That's 4, right?
4,
yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And the Magna Ace.
Yeah. And also the 4 tokens and only 1 QP.
What's that card in between the Magna and the Shadow?
It's Archai Angemon from EX6. It kind of lets you set up the Magna Dom play like a Cupimon would, except for you're already using your level 5, and then you have to wait a whole extra turn.
Yeah.
It gives you blockers and inheritable. That's the reason why Ben was playing it in his list as a one of, is because he wanted another blocker inheritable. Congrats. I personally wouldn't have gone with some of these ratios, but it worked out for him. Augustine, Purple Hybrid, 12th place. Jesus, dude, this website sucks. I hate it so much.
Hey, he's playing the Ancient Guardian.
Oh yeah. It was a one of. Only
Remember, it's mixed into the Tamers now, because this has to be even worse.
Yeah. Argamon for the hybrid matchups.
Sean, I guess explain to me why people would be playing the. I guess that Kaiser, you would, when you bring stuff off Marva, you would just Digivolve on top of it, and that's how it gets its retail, right? No.
Yeah, you evo this on top of one of your level 4s.
I don't understand why play this over the other Kaiser though. Like, the Kaiser's already got it, so when it comes back with a Merva, it just can immediately do its stuff.
This is like a 5th Velgramon as well, because you can evo into it out of trash, and so like it like is another way to guarantee your Duskmon inheritable.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I mean, I did. Go ahead.
That's what I think the reasoning is for it. On top of just being able to evo into on top of the stuff you've already played back.
Right. That's fair.
I can see why you would, but I mean, also the Kaiser's pretty nice too.
Yeah. I like the one Death X. I thought about putting it in.
Yeah, it could definitely come up, and it's searchable because it is purple.
It do be purple.
It do be purple. I disagree with the only 3 mats. I think this is a 4 of.
I mean, yeah, it's like one of the best cards in the deck to just keep your loop going.
Well, congrats. Then we have Gary with Ancient Grey. Let's take a gander.
Yep.
That looks correct.
Yeah,
That's red.
that is Ancient Grey. He's playing 1 level 5.
Correct, in my opinion.
Congrats. Then we have Philip with Mirage, 10th place. That is Mirage.
Whoa, is this going to be a Mirage deck?
That is a Mirage deck. Congrats. He's
Yo,
playing
wild.
the one of Hammerspark. Arthur, Imperial Armor. Does that mean Magna X?
I think so.
Yeah, it does. This isn't Imperial Armor. There's one Imperial card in it. It's Paladin mode. This is Magna X DNA.
I just like this version of the deck way more than the Magna Armor.
I think this version's probably better.
Yeah.
It's way
Like
more
you're
aggressive.
swinging more often.
Yeah.
You're swinging more often. You're being more aggressive. And like having your Magna out isn't like even your end game. It's just a really, really good card you can just throw on top of your really aggressive card.
Yeah.
Oh, you outed my Magna? Oh no. Want to see me do it again?
Oh no. Partition.
I do love how he's playing the starter deck Magna.
Oh yeah.
Level 4.
I mean, if you are gonna play any of them, that's the best one. Like by a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evo's pretty good.
Yeah. It doesn't do Evo. I mean, I guess out of security it does.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of security.
Yeah. Source Strip and Bounce. Just another removal piece. He's like a baby Zudomon. Something cool about playing armors on top of partition cards is you can get both effects. Like if your Magna X is no longer immune and they do something to delete it, you can partition and then armor purge. So you still have Pyojimon out, but you also get your 2 level 4s back out too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid and unfair. Yeah, this version feels way more unfair than the regular Magna X armor version, and that's why I think it's better.
Nah, we gotta cut a card. There's no HP
There wasn't.
in there. I just realized.
Oh, wow.
Gotta find a way to fit that in.
Yeah, you got to put HBD in that deck. That card's way too unfair. Alessio with Levia X.
Yeah, it looks like purple the good stuff.
Yeah, purple good stuff. 3 protos and 1 regular BT9X antibody. I guess that's maybe to help guarantee you can just tuck one under your level 5s to get the Levia X. Or maybe just under
Yeah,
Levia
that makes
1.
sense.
1 random Lord Nightmon X.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in caseies. Congrats. Then we have another Ancient Grey, Carlos, 7th place. One Crimson Blaze.
Just in caseies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No Grab Crush, though. Feels bad.
Yeah, I noticed that. 2 Ruin modes. I wonder how often this guy just got a double Ruin mode proc on his opponent.
This guy is also playing way less tamers than the last guy. He's concentrated them into just
Oh,
those
wow.
two.
Yeah, he's just playing 4/4 and 4 analogs.
Yeah. This is one of those guys that says, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's kill you. I don't care about, like, oh, I need different options for different situations. No, I'm just killing you.
Yeah, he's like, my plan A is going to kill you and keep you from playing the game, so. But congrats. Then we have Nacho with another Magnamon X DNA. Only 3 Magna X's.
This guy's got the right idea.
He does have HPD, yes. I think I would just play...
The Tamas? I'm getting tired of these Tamas.
Oh, yeah,
I don't understand it, to be honest.
Anyway, you were saying?
I would just cut this Awakening and just play a third Return, just because the security effect is so much better, because it lets you play one of your Tamers for free.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally lets you Evo for cheaper. Yeah. Congrats, he's only playing one of that Wormmon that you were playing.
Yeah.
I think playing 4 Togemogus and playing enough Wormmons to support it is probably a good meta call, though. Like, I liked your list. Because Togemogu is very good if you know what it does.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know what it does.
They don't, dude.
I certainly forgot.
Yeah, Eunice with Magna X. I'm assuming this is just the armor variant. Yeah. And he's playing this can't be redirected Juan Kun. Which, that's pretty nasty. If your opponent doesn't have access to ace cards, that's just like GG's. I'm just gonna keep poking
That's just, hey, sit here and watch.
Yeah, watch me kill you.
Have you considered maybe you don't get to play the game?
Yeah. Congrats. Then we have Julian with Purple Hybrid. So this guy's playing 2 Loey, 2 Kaiser, 2 BT7 Kaiser as well.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Where do you find the room?
I don't know.
He's not running the Merva rookie. No, yeah, there it is. That's it.
Night one. I think he may have cut into his other regular rookies, because I think these are normally 4 and 4.
That's what I was looking at.
It's only 3 rivals. Oh, there's no Deathslinger in here. That's what he cut.
No Deathslinger.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, obviously it worked out for him, but I think...
Yeah. A lot of Tekken in there with the Argo and the Kaisers.
Yeah. Congrats. And then we have...
I mean, hey, if you're expecting the mirror match, that Argo goes hard.
Yeah. And just Tamer Heavy decks are just becoming popular because of all the broken hybrid support we've gotten. I don't want to butcher this name, but they're playing Fenry. Yeah, that's Fenry. 4 Kazuchis.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking for any differences, and I will say the Skull Belushi. How many of that is there? Just the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that seems correct.
Yeah, 1 or 2. You definitely don't want it to clog. Congrats. And then we have Magna X with Marco. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
How'd it pay out for you?
Yeah, playing a TK in a deck with 3, 4, 7, 11, 15 targets.
Yeah, but then you could look at your security and be like, starter deck Magna's in there.
I mean, it is very, very helpful to know what's in your security. I've always said that. I don't know. I mean, running it any more than one would be kind of suicide, but I mean, it worked out for him.
I mean, think about it this way. It's another way to turn your Magna on, right?
I was thinking that, and I'm sure that's probably his mindset. Was like, worst case scenario, just turns on your Magna when you need to play around like aces or something.
Yeah, so he's not playing like any Tamers. It's literally just the 1 Davis, 1 TK, right?
Yeah, 1 and 1. And then just a bunch of options. Okay.
He said, I'm not going to bother wasting my memory on Tamers. Like, I'll play 1 Tamer a game, have 3 memory, and just kill you from there.
Yeah. Just set up my trainings and my min boosts, and hopefully accrue some blinding rays over the course of the game. Yep. Congrats.
He said, once I hit Magna, bro, you're over.
Yep. Then we have LB also playing Magna X.
Yeah, this kind of looks like what I was expecting that last one to look like.
Yeah.
More tamers.
Ruin mode. I just don't see why people play this
Omni4Game.
guy over the dual tamer.
No Flame Dramon.
Oh, wow. Is this a budget list?
With that ruin mode staring at you? I doubt it.
And the Magna X.
Yeah. This is air quotes budget.
Yeah.
I spent all my money on getting the deck.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like getting the Flame Dramons.
Yeah, I spent all my money on like these 6 cards. I didn't have enough left to get anything else.
I wonder what that Flame Dramon's sitting at. I'm gonna check.
Like 35 or 40, I think. But congrats. And then, Jesus, dude.
40.
Yeah. Told you, dude, if this deck becomes meta, that's pushing $100. If the version that's playing Flame Dramon becomes meta, I should say. Alright, then we have Eagle's Nest, November 25th,
Dramon
box.
is still sitting at 20.
Yeah. This is 2.0 plus LM. So this is Nationals format.
The decks like proxy trainings and the boosts.
Yeah, dual boost and the scrambles. Alright, 8th place. Place Wow So Alpha Mirage Galaxy.
What deck is that?
Mirage Galaxy?
I thought this deck didn't exist.
Oh yeah,
I thought
that's
it didn't
right.
exist.
Yeah, this isn't real. It can't hurt you.
Yeah, this deck can't hurt me.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not playing the dual memory boosts. I feel like you would do that in this deck. Like, I would just straight up just cut the Yukos and just play the dual memory boost.
Yeah, I feel like it'd probably be a little more premium for you.
Yeah. Like, if I play it next Friday, like, I'm gonna be playing dual memory boost and no Ukos. What?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play this deck, maybe you can't put Ancient Gray Omni in the poll.
I think the 2 options are going to be Mirage Galaxy and Numemon. If I can figure out a list that's like semi-competitive.
Playable.
Yeah. Worldwide 5 with Lord Nightmon X Black.
Damn, whack, you had to specify that. It's crazy. Didn't know you were like that, Eggman.
Yeah. I mean, this is just straight up just an inferior version of Lord Nightmon X.
Yeah, but he plays Shadow Serafi.
Yeah. 1 Shadow and then 3 Lord Knight Ace. Yep, congrats. Couldn't be me, dude. I tried to play that and I was just like, this is just worse.
Do you think you'd have a better opinion of it if you played the decks in the other order? Like if you started with no, because you did start with the black one, didn't you?
No. I built the purple one first. Yeah.
If you started with the black, you got to like test it out, see how it went, and then eventually went to the purple, do you think you'd have a higher opinion of it, or
I wouldn't have felt so bad about it. I don't think,
because it's definitely one of those things where when you build a deck and you're like, oh, this is the optimal way to build the deck, and then you play a deck that's slightly the same deck but at a lower power level, you're like, why does this deck exist?
Yeah, after playing the purple version, I only played it for like a few matches, and I was like, okay, let me try this version. I was like, this sucks. I was like, I feel like I'm not doing anything.
You literally never liked the Dark Knightmon cards, though, so it's like, of course you didn't like it. You didn't even give it a chance.
I tried playing it, and I was just like, this feels so clunky, and I feel like I'm not doing anything.
No, don't listen to him. He's never liked those cards. He's hated them ever since they came out.
I haven't hated them. It's annoying playing versus the deck, but I've never been like, man, I hate Dark Knightmon. Purple Hybrid. Have we even seen a new card yet? I haven't.
Nope.
AG.
He's got, yeah, oh yeah, I guess.
No, I mean from the LM set.
Oh.
I knew what you meant, but it was funny.
I figured you knew what I meant, but clearly Brandon misunderstood. But yes.
No, I turned away and then looked back and saw the deck, and I was like, oh, AG. Not everyone plays that.
Yes, Purple Hybrid. Ancient Gray Birds with Gonomax.
LM set bad? Question mark?
I mean, there's a couple cards that, like, some decks play some of the new cards, and a lot of archetypes just don't.
Where are they?
There's not these people. These people just didn't feel like proxying, I guess. I don't know.
What
Where
the hell
are
is this?
you?
The hell am I looking at?
You're seeing a Bird's engine with some aces and Ancient Greymon because it plays Tamers for free, and this deck relies on playing Tamers.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's literally playing Promo Aguni with Ancient, just so you can do that.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah. This is one of the decks that I got to see whenever I was commentating with Risu.
How'd it look? This deck specifically, like the Birds hybrid deck?
Yeah, like this deck. It was probably the same person.
Oh.
I can't imagine a lot of people were running around with this. I mean, it seemed okay. I think he won game 1 and then lost the next 2 games versus, I believe it was Magna X DNA. All we really saw was Pyojimon a few times, and like Magna X like showed up once.
Why is this deck just like super piece reliant?
Yes, but also like it loses to being bounced and source stripped and stunned and
All the good stuff that's out right now. Gotcha.
yeah, everything that deck does. Yeah. Then we have Tessero with Fenry. I imagine there's okay, cool. So,
hey, some new stuff.
Yep,
He's playing both of them.
Yeah, 2 scrambles and only 2 of the dual memory boost. That's kind of surprising.
Especially since he's still playing Uko.
Yeah, I just wouldn't play Uko anymore. Because, like, it turns off your ability to play the memory boost cards on top of you just not really needing it anymore in these kind of decks.
Yeah, I feel like it just kind of replaces it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you want a chip swing in, cool. But you're playing an OTK deck that can kill from 5 security, right?
Yes.
So why would you want a chip swing?
Yeah.
Why would you waste one of your precious Balmons that you definitely don't have 3 more of on a Nukomon?
That's real talk, dude. No Skull Belushis either. That's interesting, considering you have the scrambles.
Yeah.
But congrats, finally someone was playing some new cards. Then we have this guy with Mirage, 3rd place. Probably no new cards in this. This is just regular Mirage.
Who in their right mind pulls up to this event where they say, hey, the whole gimmick of the event is you can play these new cards early. And somebody goes, I'm just going to keep playing Mirage, though. Nah.
There are people that are going to be
Don't
showing
need
up to
that.
Nationals doing exactly that. I know
It's
we
like,
got
what's
a
the-
new set, but like Mirage question mark?
Because Brandon trying to win a box.
you. I understand you. I'm playing my deck how I'm playing it.
Yeah. Then we have 2nd place Maz, Ancient Gray. No new
Bro, this
stuff.
is a sham.
Although-
No new stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't really expect anything new in this deck, I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, I think the scrambles could be useful. Being able to on-play your level 3s. Because they're all under the threshold, so you can get extra searches and stuff. I mean, except the piercing one.
It's cute, but like I don't think you would make the space for them because like they don't really help your game plan that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But congrats. And we have Kakaru with 3 Great Angels. I wonder what
EGA.
Was this my deck?
it's not.
Is this my deck?
This guy plays a completely
I
different
saw the
brand.
Kari and immediately knew it wasn't.
Yeah. He's playing triple BT4 Kari, triple Revelational Light.
So this guy's a gooner.
Only 3 Angelomon aces.
Yeah, let's cut one of the best cards. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised about that Serafi next to the Dom.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've seen people play it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because you get to, like, you get to trigger that minus 7k, like, every turn, basically, and if you get it next to, like, the lock, if they try to do something, you just minus 7k to something, but it's, like, win more in that scenario.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I feel
cool,
like
but
it
I'd
could be
rather just
pretty
play
good in the-
aces. If he were an ace,
Yeah, I feel
yes.
I feel like it could be pretty good to be in the mirror match, right? Because then you could just out their dudes at 7k.
Yeah, but everything else deals with the mirror match.
That's fair.
Like Shadow and Shira both deal with the mirror match. Yeah, if this were the effect of the ace, it would be so much better. If this were just the ace Serapimon from EX6, it'd be so much better. Oh man, they were so close, dude. If they had just waited. They had to make it half blue and make it bounce stuff. Stupid. Like, congratulations.
How dare they make it blue?
For real, dude. Then we have Midgard Store Regionals. Jesus, dude. Ads galore. 32 players.
That's taking the tournaments to Isengard.
Yeah. God. I can hear my computer struggling whenever I open a page on this website. Pfeiffer, Lord Nightmon X. Okay, it's a good version. Good job. Huh. I'm not gonna say this is your list.
As soon as I saw the Pillowmon, and I heard Sean go, I was like, okay.
Here it comes.
I'm not gonna
say the thing.
I'm not gonna say this is my list, but this is pretty close to the deck profile I put up on the channel. Like, it's like 2 cards different, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you were playing the Death X, right?
No, I was playing Death X.
Were you?
Yeah. It is remarkably close to the most recent one I put on the channel. I have since changed it to where it doesn't look like this, but this is very close to what I had on the channel.
Hear that, guys? He posts the deck profile and then immediately changes it so it's out of date, so you guys can't actually play his deck.
That's right, immediately 2 months later, after the meta has changed slightly, I change it immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Captain Sushi with Gallantmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy forgot what year it was. He thought it was next year already.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
This is, I mean, the Guilmon X, that's crazy. And old school Gallantmon Crimson mode, why?
Why not?
That is an interesting choice. I feel like you would just play 2 Ace Crimson modes.
Yeah, because the Ace does everything better.
Yeah,
I mean, why?
It trashes. I guess it depends on. Nah, I mean it depends. Like, one could potentially trash more than the other, but yeah, I think the Ace just is a better version.
Well, how could the old one trash more?
If you know what. If they have less cards in their trash, I guess. Because he automatically trashes 1.
Yeah, I guess.
By default.
I mean...
I think the Ace is just objectively better, though. I'm surprised he is playing the old one.
I'm also extremely surprised he's still playing the Geo Ace, or the Geo X. Geo Ace, that'd be wild.
Yeah, maybe to pop Floodgates, but like, what Floodgates do you care about? Memory game, I guess, maybe?
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of his choices. I probably wouldn't play Gil X. I definitely wouldn't be playing the old Crimson mode.
Yeah. I mean, this deck's not. It's all right. It could win matches.
Yeah, I'd be playing 4 of this Staccato.
Oh, the best one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not, because you need to see it in order to get Blitz on your stiffs. But yeah, congrats. Then we have Nick with 3 Great Angels, 6th place. Let's take a look. Oh my god, dude. Ben would cream if he saw this list.
Would he really?
He loves this stupid card, dude. Final Excalibur. It took me and Josh bullying him multiple playtest sessions to finally cut it from his 3 Great Angels list.
Well, that's just mean.
I mean, it was necessary, dude. He needed to cut it.
Bullying.
He needed to cut it for better cards.
I want an event with this Beelzemon. That card is trash.
It was literally... It's won me games. I'm like, I'm sure it has, Finley.
I mean, it's a pretty good effect. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, but it's kind of win more.
Chris, because I know you have no idea what it does.
Yeah,
I know what it does.
No, don't click on it, Sean. Don't click on it. Don't show it to him.
Okay, sorry.
What does it do?
It has an effect.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
So, main, unsuspend one of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels trait. If you have Dominimon, unsuspend all of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels trait instead. Security,
That's
recover
exactly what I said.
Then add this card to your hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Its security effect isn't bad. I like that. Normally, normally they would just say recover 1, but at least it also adds to hand.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand why he likes that card in combination with Cherubimon. Because if you have Cherubimon and Dominimon on the board, like I can see, it's like, oh, I'm just killing you from here. But you're probably already in such a like advantageous position where it's like you don't need to do that.
Exactly, and it would make your bad hands worse.
Yeah,
it is that kind of card.
If you already have a Dom plus Cherubimon and plus like an Angelmon Ace on the board, it's like you don't. You're just gonna win next turn. Yeah, you've won already.
It is win more. It makes your.
But you know what? You know what? I'd play that card just as a one of.
Okay.
That's what Ben had. Ben had it as a one of.
I love me some win more cards.
Makes your good hands better and your bad hands worse. The worst kind of card to play.
If I could just play a card, I mean, you could say the same thing about like Alter B. If he's in your hand and you can't go into Omnimon, he's a bad card, just wasting space.
He's a guaranteed lethal from 3 security, though.
This is a guaranteed lethal from 3 security.
No, it's not. You have to have dudes on the field.
I'll have to have a dude on the field for Alter B.
One dude.
It's different.
One dude.
Yeah, one dude that your deck is literally designed to go into every single game.
And this is a deck where it's designed to go into this little
It's not a guaranteed lethal. You have Dom plus Angel Womon. What does that do for you? You're going to swing with Angel Womon twice?
Ben, if you're listening to this part right now, I'm on your side. You should keep playing this card.
Alright.
He hasn't had his list in months, thankfully.
Go to the next deck.
This screams to me Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Tag anime card. Where you just finish swinging out with all your dudes, and you go, not yet! I activate this card!
It feels good until you draw it with a hand that doesn't do anything, and you're like, why did I put this in my deck?
Okay, but then you already just have a hand that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but that could potentially
Sean,
be...
Sean, do you hear anything? I'm looking at this Levia X profile.
Yeah, Levia X. No Anubismon, that's kind of surprising, but this guy's like...
Yeah.
He's like hard leaned into Levia and Levia X.
I wish I was smart enough to play this deck. Back when I was playing it. I could see the lines, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I wish my brain worked well enough to play this.
This deck broke me. That was one of the decks I like brought to locals like 3 weeks in a row and was like, I can do this.
And I just out.
And you know what? And then as soon as I would make a play, I'd be like, oh no, there was a better. Oh, I'm missing. Oh no, everything's going wrong.
Yeah, it is a surprisingly purple deck. On its surface, it seems pretty unga bunga, but no, there's a lot of like very subtle playline things.
Yeah.
Red hybrid. Jesus, dude.
Oh, this is the Susanomon one. I mean, this has just got to be worse than regular version, right?
This guy's playing so many one-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 one-ups.
I just don't know why you'd want to play this one over the like just pure like more consistent one.
I don't either. I feel like this guy's just teching out of his mind. He's like, this is a win condition. I'll just put it in.
Yeah,
why not? He's got the option card to go with it just in case.
Yeah, 1 and 1. I'm sure that's very consistent.
Very strange. Okay.
I mean, hey, if you don't
I saw some I saw a Royal Knight match the other day. He was playing one Susano Ace. I said, okay, cool. Do you, man?
Hey, you do you.
But why though?
It was, I don't know, but he had it.
It was there.
It was in his deck.
Yeah, it was there. He digivolved into it, blew up a card, and I was like, all right, cool.
Magna X. Okay, this is the armor version. Is this? This guy's also playing
Duran.
2K.
Durandamon.
Oh yeah, it gives your guy piercing.
Yeah.
The end. That's all it does.
The end. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, I guess this one makes more sense to not be playing HPD.
Yeah, you literally can't play HPD in this version. There's no green Digimon to Evo off of.
Yeah, you literally have to have Magna X to even have a green. And at that point,
he's not. Green. Well, he's not green. There's the only green Digimon in this deck is Imperial,
that's right,
Paladin.
Yeah, this one makes sense. You wouldn't play HPD, but if you're playing the Imperial version, you gotta play
100%
it.
you need to play HPD.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense not to.
You swing out with Pyojimon, or just swing once and then just HPD and swing 2 more times because that's fair. Congrats. And then Nocturne went with Imperial. Okay, this is actually Imperial.
Yeah, just regular Imperial.
Yeah. HPD for the Dual Tamer. Yeah.
This do be a list of Imperial cards.
Those are Imperial cards.
That guy's Unga Boonging. He's swinging at you a lot.
He's turning his card sideways.
He's out turn card sideways.
That's right.
I win game.
First place rookie with Tyrant.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah, he's playing the Digi Zorption Argo.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's also playing that little bird level 3. What's that do again?
He's playing some interesting things. On play, it suspends one of your opponent's Digimon, and then your turn it gives you 2k.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's inheritable school. At least it's 2 extra k.
1 Shoto, and then he's got 2 of the Lotmons, which just give you Alliance.
I was playing a Lotmons in my list. It adds a little bit of that extra aggression with the Grand Quagamon Ace and the Tyrant.
Yeah. I'm curious if people are ever gonna... If, like, Bugs Bunny is gonna get popular, where you're just playing, like, the Bunny rookie lineup with, like, the double Typhoon option, and then just the rest of the deck is Tyrant. I feel like it might speed up the deck a little bit, but I don't know for sure. Congrats.
I mean, yeah, it worked out for them.
It did. And then we have organized play events, November Ultimate Cup. That's an interesting name of a TO. Oh my god, dude.
Sean's PC right now.
It sounds like a PS4.
So it wouldn't surprise me if my mic isn't picking up the noise, because like my fan is like going, but it also like lags you guys out. Like you guys start getting chopped up whenever I load a new page on this website. All right, so this is top 16. We have Marcus with Ancient Gray, 16th place.
Yep. Nothing new. Nothing
It Ancient Gray and stuff.
He do be grand in an ancient variety.
He be ancient, he be grand.
Sean, I think you're just gonna start seeing this TK more and more.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
Deck.
When did this start? Is this one?
This looks like it might be the same. This might be the same dude. No, because that level 5, I don't think the other guy was playing it.
I think I saw some. I think it was like a 2-1 split here, like 2 of this and then 1 Durandamon.
Gotcha.
What was his name? Duck Nguyen? I don't know. The other one was like screen names. Then we have Luca with Levia X. That's
At
Levi
least this
X.
list actually has the Anubis.
It does. I'm always shocked when I see like this entire package and there's no Anubis. I'm like, come on, man, you don't just want to take some free wins when you see it.
You don't want to just, end the game.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't end the game because like you'd have to like full commit.
You know what I'm saying.
To the combo, but yeah, it forces your opponent to deal with it, and if they don't, then the game's over.
Over.
Stupid card. Alessio Levi X. Okay, that looks very similar to the.
Are you sure you clicked on? Are you sure you clicked on the new one?
I'm certain I did. Otherwise, I would have gone back and looked. Gallant Greymon. That's an interesting screen name. Magna X.
Well, I can't wait for this to have neither of those in it.
Well, yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, never mind. I love this deck. This is my favorite deck we've seen today.
It's got Ancient Garu and Magna X in it. Only two of the dual tamer.
Do you see why this is my favorite deck?
Because he's playing.
No, Sean. He's playing blue plugin.
Oh.
I like how Chris picked up on it.
My eyes hadn't wandered over to that part of the list yet.
Yeah, I always start from left to right.
Well, this attracted my attention immediately when I opened the page, the Ancient Garu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Then we have Purple Hybrid. Okay. One Deathslinger. Tech Deathslinger.
Rush Guillemon.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more lists aren't playing that. I mean, I feel like it could just be a kill shot, right?
I feel like it's only really good in the mirror match where you're both milling each other out or something, because like while I was playing last night, I was milling, but like the amount of times I got to 20 cards was like maybe 3-4 times maybe.
I guess that's fair, because
if you mill it,
go that long.
Yeah, if you mill it, I'm not like, oh, I want to make sure I add this. Like, I'd rather add other cards, but I can see its uses. That was just me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because a lot of the hybrids you can play back would get rush. So, like, it's not really necessary. Congrats. Then we have more purple hybrid. Let's see.
That is a hybrid of the purple variety.
It is. It is indeed. 2 of this Ancient Guardian Deity card. Congrats. And we have 3 Guard Angels, 9th place. Let's take a gander.
Oh, he's not going to say the thing. Is this the first one we've seen playing Edamon?
Yes. So this guy definitely watched my deck profile.
Yeah, this is very close to Sean's list. I knew it the moment I saw Edamon and Angelomon X. I was like, no one's playing those cards that I know of, that I've seen list of, except for Sean.
Yeah, he made some choices. Like I did mention in the video, you could cut the 2 Patamons for pillow if like you were so inclined. He cut one of the memory setting TKs for TK and Kari. And
he definitely saw your profile, I would think, and took some inspiration.
I mean, this is like 4 cards different from my deck profile.
Yeah,
I mean,
because the Edamon and Angelomon X are very like
It's not Angelomon X.
Oh, what is? Oh, just
Angelomon from the X6.
Yeah. Those two aren't those 2 cards that like you play.
Yeah, my deck profile had this at a 4-1 split.
Yeah. This is very much the meme of, hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just don't make it obvious.
Yeah. He decided to... So he actually cut into the aces to make room for a Magna Angemon ace, which I disagree with. I think that's super unnecessary. And he's only playing 2 Cherub. I disagree.
No, balls to the wall with the Cherub.
I think, you know what? I think it's gotten to this... I think we can officially say it's gotten to the point. Lord Naimon is no longer Sean's favorite card. I think it's Cherubimon Ace.
I think it's just Dominimon.
No, I think it's Shrewmon Ace. I think if Sean could just play a deck that was just Shrewmon Aces, he would. He loves that card, and he won't admit it.
No, Chris, remember, Sean doesn't
like the big bunny.
He doesn't like the individual card. He likes the cards that tell your opponent that they can't properly play the game.
They can play the game. They can't stop me from playing the game.
Ruin mode, right? I can stop you from playing the game, but I'm still going to do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Magna X. He's untouchable, but I can swing at you multiple times. Dom. I'm putting a lock on the board. There's only 2 realistic outs to it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to flood the board with a bunch of really, really crazy ace cards that tell you to eat a bag.
Yes.
That's why he's not playing Lord Nightmon as much. Because Lord Nightmon just kills people.
Lord Nightmon's squishy, dude.
Yeah, he just kills people. Like, Lord Nightmon comes out, kills people. Sean says, I want to watch you squirm and deal with my board. I don't want to just kill you.
I don't care if they squirm.
Alright, so, what's the next profile?
Yeah, Sean, get on with it.
I hope this guy sees this video so he can defend himself and be like, no!
I thought of this all on my own. It has nothing to do with the fact that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards different from my deck profile. If you even want to count the Pillowmons as 2 cards different, because I literally said in the video you could cut those for pillows. Yeah, I'm curious if the Cherubi was a budget thing.
He just comments, yeah, I'm poor.
I mean, it's an expensive card. It shouldn't be that expensive, but unfortunately that set was very short printed.
Yes, it should be. It is that good.
Yeah.
If you were to take like our idea for reprints and make it into a 10, you picked Cherubi Ace as the first one. What would you make the second 10? To be just as good, hopefully, sell just as many copies, a good Ace reprint.
An Ace reprint?
So I'm picking Valk. Yeah, I don't
think Valk's necessary. Valk's like $8 or $9.
Oh,
really? Because Cherubi's just like that top tier.
Cherubi's played in multiple decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Valk were more popular, it would be like $20 again, because I think it was $20 at one point. Shadow actually is probably going to end up in that realm, because it's $15 right now.
Yeah, because I remember
I'm glad I picked up the ones I picked up.
Yeah. I remember when Cherubi came out, he was pretty affordable.
Yeah,
I was hyping that card up for Numamon. I was on that card from the get-go.
You were.
I was on it. I was like, yo, this card's nutty. And no one was playing it, and I tested it in Numamon. Sure, it wasn't the best in Numamon. But I knew that card's potential when I saw it. I was in on the big bunny. Alright. What's next?
Let's see. Where are you? What were we on?
I'm so sorry.
Magna X.
There's only like one list I'm actually excited for the rest of this tournament to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm starting to get glazed over of just that's the same deck we've seen.
That's a Magna X deck list, purple hybrid.
I will say I'm glad we're not seeing any of those weird purple hybrid decks. At least like we're seeing the standard ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's playing some AGs, a couple Deltamons. He's playing 2 Ignitemons. Yeah.
I don't blame him for that. There were a couple of times last night where I was like, damn, I wish I could see Ignitemon more.
Yeah. I lost my place. Magna X, Mr. Crash.
Yep.
That's Magna X. Mirage Galaxy.
It's what now?
It's not real.
I don't know what deck
this is. It's not a real deck.
Okay. All right, thank you.
He's playing 2 Digimon Emperor. Brandon, look away.
He is. He's playing Emperor.
That hurts me. No, get away from my screen.
Rapid X. What?
Yeah, this was it. This is the one I was like, oh hey, a new deck.
Hey,
you mean Cherubi?
2 Cherub, triple Rapidex, double Quartz.
See, I'd play this if I had the Rapid X's. Like, I have this. I have all this. I would play it if I had them.
I have 2
Just
Rapidex.
literally, this is literally like
funsies.
really close to Grayson's deck. It's just
Yeah, no, this
better.
is... Oh my god, you're right. This is like a couple... I looked at Grayson's deck. This is like a couple cards off of his list.
Does he have the
he's
memes?
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave him memes. Unfortunately, he still has Henry's in. He still has regular Garga, the level 4.
Yeah, you know what? You know,
give him the better floodgates.
yeah. I'm gonna take this list and then like update his deck so at least it's a little bit more competitive. Now we won't have the Rapid X's.
I have 2
And I'm not
Rapid
gonna
X's you could borrow.
Okay, well they'd be for Grayson.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you said you wanted to build it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I could build it for fun, but I don't want to play this much better version in front of him when he's playing that deck. This is what your deck could be. Because I'm also not giving him the Cherubimons. Yeah, he has agility trainings.
Okay.
I probably am going to take this list, though, and we can update his just to be a little bit better. I mean, at least he has one of the Rapid X's. He won't have the Cherubimons, but it is what it is.
Well, I actually have a couple cherubs that I could sell.
Maybe you gotta talk to him about it then.
Yeah, I got some extras since I bought my alt arts.
Robbie might want those back too, because he was talking about how he doesn't have them now.
I mean, I'm selling them. I haven't listed them yet, so like I'm willing to sell them to
But here's the thing:
locals.
are you gonna give Robbie the Robbie rate, or are you gonna give him the Brandon rate?
I would obviously bro him back down if he were buying them back from me.
Yeah,
full
for
value
sure.
plus $2.
I couldn't look at myself in the mirror if I dicked him on a deal after he's so generous
He's
every
been
time
so
I buy
generous.
cards from him.
Nah, yeah, that's fair.
Like, you know what, Robbie? F you.
Have you considered eating a dick?
Yeah. Have you considered you're a better man than me? Full value.
Have you considered you're a Pulsemon player? I'm not.
That is true, dude.
You
I
like your
respect
cards
him
to be
though
fair.
because
I like
he
my
is.
cards to be unfair.
He admits that the deck sucks. He's very much aware. He doesn't.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't try to cope like Ben does with Cinderella.
He doesn't try and glaze it. He's just like, hey, I just like this deck.
Yeah,
It's
he's just like, I just
okay.
like it. I know it's bad. I'm like, okay, I respect that.
Listen, Sean. All right, Ben got higher placement with you with Cinderella. All right.
He
It's
was literally.
obviously a
He
good
was
deck.
being one. We didn't play each other, and two, he was being hard carried by Edamon plus aces the whole night versus competitive decks.
Adamon will do that.
He will, dude. It's a good engine to put into a deck. It's a stupid card. We have Bloody with 3 Great Angels. Let's take a gander. Oh god, this guy's also playing a one of.
Oh god! All right, click off of it. Click off of it. And the Seraphie Ace. Oh my god.
I've seen people.
This guy, I was gonna say this guy saw our Ace tier video and he goes, you know what? I'll show them. I'll play Seraphie Ace.
This guy's also playing one of BT18 Lucimon. I've seen people do this. I don't really see a reason to do it. If you're not playing it for free off of your Cherub, it's 5 memory to Evo in your raising area.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the Venus, and my first thought was, I'm playing this for the effect. Definitely not just because Big Booba.
I mean, it would be the only reason to play that card is for the effect. I don't think it's necessary, though.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just like, what do I care if you get your when digivolving effects or your when attacking effects? You can't do anything to my board, idiot.
You idiot.
Yeah, what are you, stupid?
What is stupid or you dumb?
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. I obviously disagree with some choices, but I mean, it worked out for him. Not playing.
Brandon,
4K.
get off your freaking phone. Jeez Louise, he keeps sending messages in the group chat.
Oh my god. We have Leviathan X.
Bro, I can't help it. All these decks look the damn same.
That was different.
Oh, this one's playing Lord Nightmon X, guys. Look at that.
Not this one. I was on the Three Great Angels list. This guy's deck looks pretty similar to the other ones. Then we have Mirage, first place.
Oh, I wonder if it's going to be any different than the other 5 Mirages we've seen. Look, nope. It's not.
It is not. Congratulations to the first place player.
Congratulations for playing the same deck everybody else.
Now, unless I misunderstood Ben, I think he said he got 3rd place in this. That's probably that 7th grade Demon Lord's deck right there.
Fairly certain he did play in this. God, dude, the ads. The ads never stop. God, I hate this website.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah, he's right there. So this was another 2.0 plus LMs. This was Nationals format, equal box locals, 33 players. One of which was Benjamin. I almost... What were you saying?
I said, please tell me there's new stuff, please.
There should be, because this was the second week he did it, and I think people had more time to print out proxies or whatever. I almost played in this, but I had too much stuff to get done, so I ended up not participating in it, but I was close to participating. Purple Hybrid 8th place. There's probably not going to be any new things in this. Nope.
The Psychmon, I mean, I almost put that in my list as well.
I'm once again referring to LM cards.
Oh, yeah.
I am once again asking for your LM cards.
Yes. 7th place Mirage. I wouldn't anticipate. Okay, they're playing one Scramble.
Oh, they are, yeah.
They're playing one Bond Ace, okay.
Okay.
2 new cards, let's go!
Yeah, I would anticipate not much from the LM set going in a Mirage list. I was actually surprised there were any cards. Then we have Imperial. I guess they're keeping this a secret for Nationals.
Okay, it's Imperial guy.
Can't see it, yeah. I bet you it's probably the Magna DNA list, and it keeps getting listed as Imperial for some reason. And then I'm a Werewolf, Fenry. So this is definitely going to be playing new stuff, right? Right?
Nope. You were wrong.
Nope.
So disappointed,
Chuck
dude.
Testa.
Just clicking out of that. Mun Fusion, Ancient Grey. What do we got here?
Graph Crush.
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't anticipate new stuff being in this deck, so this makes sense.
Yeah.
And then JJR Bennis with 7 Great Demon Lords, 3rd place.
Oh, this deck looks like trash.
Yeah, this deck looks like someone who copes with Cinderella.
I definitely didn't just beat this deck 2-1 last night.
It's possible his list may be slightly different. He's been tweaking stuff. But yeah, I mean, you have a positive matchup into it if you see your stuff.
Is Ben one of the last players playing this deck?
Haven't seen one yet.
People are still playing it, but it's challenging.
Not seeing results.
It's challenging to top an event with it because you inevitably will see a couple of draws with it because the win condition is so slow. Like if you play against, it's kind of like security control. If you play against someone who doesn't know the matchup, their turns are going to take longer, and it's going to cost you games / matches where you could have won that are going to end up being draws because your win condition is kind of slow.
Yeah.
But congrats,
terrorizes
Ben.
our locals with this.
You guys. Geiseric with Tyrant, 2nd place. Any new cards? Oh, okay. He's playing 4 of the Shiva Ace. Jesus.
Damn.
Man said, I am
only
Shiva-ing you all up in your ace.
It is the
It's the only ace card. Dude, that's wild. Dude, I would not be cutting Grand Quagum on ace.
Yeah,
especially with Purple Hybrid running around. And,
well, all the hybrid decks. I feel like you would.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have to play like some number of Mega Grand Quagga. I mean,
that's wild. He must have just dodged all that, I guess. I don't know. Or he got lucky with all his redirects.
Possible. I mean, if you get set up quick enough, you kind of just sit and laugh at the hybrid decks with Tyrant. It's similar to Angels.
Yeah.
But I would argue the Angels is significantly faster. Then we have Soy Marcus with Purple Hybrid. So this actually ended a round early because there were a lot of draws.
Alright, is that a single Cinderella?
It's 2 Cinderellas. So this is the stun variant. Triple Venusmon. 2 Cinderellas. Yeah. Congratulations. Alright. Weekly reveals. So we have Alt Art Hercules Kabuteri Ace from EX8. Cool.
Yep.
Talisman Alt Art. That is hideous.
Yeah. Ugh.
To be fair, the entire Digimon's hideous, so...
That thing has the tiniest of heads. Alright. And then apparently you can read the effects on these cards that are going to be in the new starter decks.
Yeah, they actually had some high-res, like, photos of them during the live stream reveal.
Yeah.
And people have been able to decipher what those say.
So we have Taikamiya and Izzy, which is a green-black or black-green dual tamer.
All of them are 3 cost.
Yeah, all of them are 3 cost. They all have the adventure trait as well. Your turn, when any of your Digimon with the adventure trait would be played from your hand, by suspending this tamer, reduce the play cost by 1. Opponent's turn, all your Digimon with the adventure trait gain blocker.
Okay, bad.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, blocker's cool, I guess. I mean, yeah, it could be better, but yeah.
I expected too much from a card that was both black and had Kai and Izzy on it.
Yeah. Based on some of this stuff, I'm curious if this is just going to be a... it almost feels like it's going to be like a cross kind of deck. Like, it's not going to be cross, but it's going to feel like it because, like, you're going to play a bunch of Digimon that look like a pre-release deck, but they're all going to have the adventure trait, so they work together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sora and Kari, which is a red-yellow tamer. Start your main phase. If you have an adventure trait Digimon, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when any of your Digimon with the adventure trait would be played from your hand, by suspending this tamer, reduce the play cost by 1. Okay, so those both do the same thing, except for 1 gains memory and 1 gives you blocker. Okay. Then we have Matt and TK, which is the very first dual tamer that's... well, it's dual tamer, but it's the first tamer we have that is not a Mirai, that is yellow-purple. Or purple-yellow.
Its effect is already making it probably the best of the ones we've read so far.
Your turn, when any of your Digimon with the adventure trait would be played from your hand, by suspending this tamer, reduce play cost by 1. All of them have that same effect, so I'm going to stop reading it. Your turn, when your level 5 or higher Digimon with the adventure trait is played, it gains Rush for the turn. I'm assuming there's some kind of combo to where you can do that without passing turn, because otherwise there'd be no reason to give it Rush.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, also if, like, let's say the adventure trait is also on the rookies, like, well, obviously this one wouldn't work 'cause it's level 5 or higher, but I'm saying there's probably ways that that works in conjunction with them. Like, they could have extra stuff where it's like, oh, if this has the adventure trait, reduce the cost by this much, or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like you were saying, making it a cross-adventure deck.
Yeah. And then we have Joe and Mimi, which is blue-green. Okay. Didn't we already have a Joe Mimi that was blue-green from BT9?
I believe so.
I don't... was it blue-green? I thought it was just solid green.
No, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure
could be like Sora Joe.
I think it was
No,
blue.
because that's Izzy. That's Izzy Mimi.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Izzy Mimi, and it's just green.
No, that
Yeah,
one
you're
is
thinking
pure
of
green.
one.
The one I'm thinking of is... Pretty sure
They're
it was
the older
BT9.
kids.
I think it was
Oh,
Mimi
yeah,
and
maybe
Joe.
you're right.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah. I can't remember what set the dual tamer you guys are talking about came out in, but the one I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure was BT9.
It was like BT5.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
And yes, we do have a Mimi and a Joe. It's specifically from when they're older. They're from the Try movie. And
it's
it came out in
blue-green.
BT9.
Okay. I knew
Gotcha.
it.
Technically, it's green-blue.
Oh my god.
I know. Crazy.
Joe Keto. This is the same exact effect as the Sora and Kari. It's just gain a memory, start your main phase, and then blah blah blah, reduce the play cost by 1. I feel
Yeah,
like
It's
this,
kind of lame they did that.
I'm a little underwhelmed, but I will say, me and Sean were also underwhelmed when we first looked at the Omnimon cards, because we wanted a full-blown Alter B deck or Alter S deck style,
yeah.
but we ended up getting like a pseudo Rookie Rush Megazoo style, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what they're cooking.
That was very interesting. I'm curious how hard this deck is going to lose to Death X, considering it looks like it's going to be pretty Tamer reliant.
Oh,
God, I hope it's not just cross-heart the deck.
It's given the Crossheart vibes.
It really is.
So we have new promos. Shellmon, on play / when digivolving by placing one level 5 or lower Digimon card with the Aqua or Sea Animal and any of its traits in your hand as Digimon's bottom source, draw 1. Inheritable end of attack. Once per turn, draw 1.
okay. That's not bad.
Okay.
Hopefully these aren't impossible to get a hold of.
Fingers crossed. Shushumon, security. At the end of the battle, play this card without paying the cost. On play / when digivolving, play one familiar token. It is a yellow Digimon with 3000 DP with the on deletion. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. At the end of your opponent's turn, delete that token. Inheritable is Barrier.
Ben wants this.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good effect if you're into the Cinderella archetype.
I hate how the end of turn deletes the token, but the DP neg isn't green. So the token dies, it gives something negative 3 DP, the next turn starts and it's suddenly back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, usually you're popping the token with Cinderella, which also DP negs. Like, that's like the combo. But yeah.
I understand, but I think it would have been cooler.
It definitely would have been better.
Yeah.
Then we have a Galemon. On play / when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. Then if it's your turn, this Digimon may digivolve into Digimon card with the avian or bird and any of its traits in the hand. For each other suspended Digimon, reduce the Evo cost by 1. Inheritable, your turn, this Digimon gets 2000 DP.
Okay. I mean, reducing your cost is pretty good.
It's definitely green.
Yeah.
Landramon. This is a mineral archetype card, it looks like. Start of your main phase when digivolving. By trashing this... Okay, I guess it wouldn't matter. This isn't once per turn. By trashing one mineral or rock trait card from any of your Digimon sources, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Among them, add one mineral or rock trait card to the hand, or place one such card as the Digimon's bottom source. Return the rest to the top or bottom of the deck. Inheritable when effects, trash this card from sources of a mineral or rock trait Digimon. De-Evo 1 of your opponent's Digimon.
Oh, great. These cards are going to be impossible to get of, and this is going to be a 4 of in that mineral deck.
Probably.
That card's going to be stupid expensive just because these promos are going to be impossible to get.
Yeah, because it's a coat black deck.
Do we know how we're getting these promos?
Nope.
I will say they could have made the Landramon so much better if he would have revealed top 3, added one, and tuck one. But the fact it's either
okay, now come on now. Now you're asking for too much. This deck would have been... That card would have been like $40-$50 then.
Yeah, you're right. It's also black. I guess they didn't want to make it actually playable.
Exactly.
Yo.
I mean, there's still people in the comments be like, "Oh, but it's an OTK deck," and it's like, that's cool.
It's cool.
You can have it, I guess.
Then we have a new Yang Qinglong, whatever, Yao Qinglong. Start your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. Your turn. When effects add sources under any of your Digimon with Aqua or Sea Animal, any of its traits, by suspending this tamer, one of the Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon with Aqua or Sea Animal and any of its traits in the hand with the Evo cost reduced by 1.
That's not bad. They're really making it difficult for people who want to play that Aqua deck by making 2 of these cards that you probably play a couple copies of, both promos. But you know,
yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be the same with that mineral because I bet you this is a mineral tamer.
Close. 3-cost tamer. Actually, yeah, 3-cost tamer. Start your main phase. If your opponent has Digimon, gain 1 memory. All turns. When effects trash sources under any of your mineral or rock trait Digimon, by suspending this tamer, Place one card with the mineral or rock trait from your trash as any of your Digimon's bottom source.
Oh, exactly, dude. These why do they make these cards that are going to be necessary for these new decks as promos that are going to be impossible to get? And not only that, two of them, both like the Aqua deck and the Mineral deck that people are going to want to play. They're like, hey, at least 6 to 8 cards that you probably want in your deck, promos.
You know,
how are you going to give them to us? I don't know.
I can see people wanting to play Mineral. But if anybody's actually excited to play Aqua, man, I got a marketing scheme for you to listen to.
Yeah.
How did we get the Flame Dramon promos?
Box toppers from a set that we never were able to buy boxes of.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully that's not the same thing.
It's funny because like this is the kind of support that they needed to give Digiburst back when they were trying to make that mechanic work, and they just never gave it to us. And now that they're rebranding it as a black thing, they're just like, hey, here's some source recycle. That's pretty funny. That's all turned, so you don't just lose to source trip blue. All right, comment questions. Cancelled MS. How do you guys feel about Highlander format in Digimon for its December special rules event? Your personal picks for decks. My locals has picked it up recently, and I've been enjoying War Grey Tribal for its accessibility to protection. Angels Yellow in general also seems cool with all the aces you have access to.
Highlander is where
you have one copy of every card.
Yeah, you can only play one copy max of any one card.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. It seems cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I like to play. I like when I play my cards for consistency. You know, like I want to make sure like I'm seeing the cards I put in my deck. Having one of everything would make everything interesting. I don't know.
It's a format. It's not like you're handicapping yourself for no reason.
Yeah, I guess that means everyone would be under it.
Yes.
Seems cool. I guess it would help. Yeah, I guess it would help. I think it would kill some decks.
By far.
It would make newer decks probably impossible to play because they don't have enough waves of support.
Not to mention like cross type decks, because you're only gonna have one of their materials.
Yeah.
Unless they have like multiple cards that are the same card, but just you know what I'm saying. But yeah, decks like that would be impossible. Like Imperial DNA decks would be impossible. Actually, you know what? They probably have enough copies of Eximon and Stingmon.
Yeah, and you have several Pyodramons and Dino Bees. Yeah. I feel like you could definitely play Imperial in Highlander format, unfortunately.
I feel like
only one copy
Greymon Guilemon would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Greymon Tribal definitely would be a go-to because it has so many waves of support.
Yeah. You have 2 different X antibody lines, so you're bare minimum playing 4, 2 of the level 3, 2 of the level 4, 2 5s. Plus you have Altarius.
Yeah. I would like it. Unfortunately, our locals is, I would say, about half full of budget players. So we never play any of the unique formats.
Special formats, yeah.
Yeah, because it just wouldn't be fair to them. They can't get the cards necessary to do that. So we end up foregoing those, unfortunately.
That'd be a cool little thing you could do on the channel, like play on the sim against some of us.
Yeah, maybe. I could do that. I think the 2 decks the 2 archetypes you mentioned would probably be the 2 that I would look to first, which is Angel/Vaccine and Greymon Tribal.
I was thinking about Shine Greymon, but only having access to 3 copies of Marcus would kind of suck.
Oh yeah.
It'd have to be Shine Greymon Turbo, but like you'd have to play other yellow tamers.
And
but
you'd have to play like
you'd still
TK, Cody.
Yeah.
TK Kari.
Yeah, TK and Kari.
Tai Kari, maybe.
Potentially. You probably would have to play it. There's not
a whole lot of options.
Yeah. I mean, you might just be able to stick Greymon Tribal with Shine Greymon to like fill it out.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, you could also use Yellow War Greymon as an additional level 6.
You could. Yeah, that'd be interesting to try to throw together. Man, it'd be nice if you saw the BT2 Shine, though.
Shine Burst mode as a ace.
Yeah, you get to play both burst modes. One
play
run
Val.
mode. You would almost for sure play all the aces you have access to, since you can only play so many.
Interesting.
So it's like Cherub, Valk, Shadow Seraph. Yeah, that's probably it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would like it if we did those, but unfortunately, it just wouldn't be fair to a good bit of the people at our locals. A block of tofu. I'm a big tofurkey guy these days.
Ew. Double ew.
Disgusting.
I mean, it's in line because his name is a block of tofu. But if you are
Listen,
a block
it
of
does make
tofu
sense.
and you're eating tofu, is that not cannibalism?
I think that is cannibalism.
The one time we tried tofu,
Don't even.
one of the worst things.
So bad.
One of the worst things I've ever put into my
Okay.
mouth.
To be fair, we did it.
Yeah,
in the
sure. Did we
worst
just
way
eat it
possible.
raw? Did we just eat it raw? Yeah, but
We
it
just
turned me
tried-
off tofu forever.
Did we
That's
cut
like
the package open, and did we just cut the package open and then just eat the raw little bit of tofu? Yeah.
That's like buying
Probably
ground
the
beef and
worst
just pulling it out of the package, just eating it raw and being like, this tastes like terrible. Ugh.
Yeah,
Who
it
eats
was.
this?
But we didn't know any better, man.
we didn't
We didn't
I
know.
mean, obviously, but I'm like, that's basically the same thing you just did.
We were children.
Yeah, this
when it
was-
happened.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was imagining this happening like 3 months ago.
No, God, no.
Honestly, the way
Obviously,
Chris
now I would
is-
cook it.
I mean, I think vegan food's not bad. Vegan food is not inherently bad. I will say that. Like, I've had plenty of delicious vegan
Yeah.
food. It's all just dependent on who makes it. Because I've also had like some pretty atrocious vegan food, but it was the fault of the cook.
The prepper.
Yeah, I'm not a vegan, but I have eaten quite a bit of vegan food.
Gotcha. Yeah, we know you're not a vegan. You go to Whataburger weekly when you can.
True. I'm sure you could veganize something on their menu, but you'd be... actually, no, I don't think you could eat any... I mean, maybe their fries if their oil's not animal-based.
Right.
Yeah.
Peanut oil or something.
Yeah. Joe Cooper 8527. Nah, I made the 5th for Pulsemon vote happen. Well, it's literally never going to happen. I'm never going to put that on the poll.
Stop trying to make Pulsemon happen. Pulsemon's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Because the matches are not going to be fun to watch. It's going to be me getting my face beat in by whoever I'm playing against because I'm playing a deck that's just bad.
But what if Robbie shows up and he's also playing Pulsemon? You might have a chance.
It will be a mirror that no one wants to watch.
Damn. Sounds like me every time I go into the bathroom.
That one Larry dude just played the Latin regionals yesterday, lost to Takamiki and Imperial. I went expecting Purple Hybrid, faced none. On a side note, the champion was playing Takamika, went undefeated, and got the legendary Serial Omni number 69, so it has been found,
Nice.
as it was written. Hachiko42, I'm supporting the Real Game Awards, which is 100% fan vote. Couldn't care less what game urinalists think.
I love how he spelled it urinalist.
Yes, agreed.
Fair.
I think a lot of those are clearly just lazy, because like it's very obvious that a lot of them don't even play the game more than like half an hour, and they're like, here's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Sometimes it's why I feel like games like that are simple and easy get in there. Like look at like a Mario game. I love Mario games. Don't get me wrong. Love them.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, games
But
where
like
they can just
Mario Wonder, you can pick that up and just play it. It's a
Yeah.
great game, but I'm not saying it's going to be even close to comparable to a game in size and magnitude of like Elden Ring.
Yeah, they're like, there's no skill curve on this game. I just picked it up and I enjoyed playing it because it was easy.
Yeah. Which, those games have their places.
Oh yeah, dude, those are unwind games for sure. Like I just don't want to stress. I just want to chill and just.
You and the wife played It Takes Two yet?
Vibe.
No, we haven't. Thank you for reminding me.
It's the free PlayStation game this month, I think. If you have PlayStation Plus, I think it's one of the free games this month.
Okay.
So you won't even have to pay for it.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna bring that up again with her.
Yeah, really good. So fun.
Jetox. Do what?
It's from the game. Just don't worry about it.
Okay. Jetox, whatever. Sean just couldn't admit he just straight lost. LOL. I mean, I just explained how the match went. I did say that I lost. Would you rather me just not explain?
Which one is he talking about?
He's talking about when I was like, I lost to myself when I was playing against you because I never saw a level 4 and then never saw a tamer.
I mean, what else are you supposed to say?
Yeah. I even said, I was like, Chris was doing stuff. Like, he did kill me, but like, I couldn't play the game. Games 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And now that match is actually live as of this morning, so you can watch me not play the game games 2 and 3.
Yep.
Yes, dears. For the ruling of Ancient and Dual Tamer, if you go over memory to Evo on top of Dual, you trigger the end of turn, EX Kendo Swing, Evo up to Ancient Garu, Itzy Lobo give an effect but miss its chance to destroy it. So, yeah, this is...
I never even realized that's kind of maybe what they were talking about.
It wasn't, but so this is different than what the other person was asking last week, but this is a cool
interaction.
Yeah, it's a cool interaction that a lot of people aren't going to intuitively understand.
Did you mean like BT7 Takuya not warping into Wargrey? Or Emperor?
Yeah. Digipanda did post a video on it, although I feel like he could have explained it slightly better. Because he didn't really, if I remember correctly, I don't think he fully explained why it worked that way. But
he just kind of told you this is something you can do.
Yeah. So how it works is you have the Dual Tamer that lets you end of attack swing as an inheritable.
The Takuya and the Koji.
Yeah, that card.
Okay.
You Evo into the hybrid on top of that guy to pass turn. It's like you're passing
turn.
You
then starts.
Yeah, you Evo into that to pass turn, and then you start end of turn procedures, trigger the when attacking effect, and then trigger the attack to attack, and then trigger the when attacking effect. Evo into the one guy for one memory, and then warp into Ancient. And Ancient says at the end of your turn, delete this Digimon, but it did not see the beginning of end of turn procedures. So
it would have to be...
It's never going to trigger.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they're going to change this to where like it would be like your next end of turn. I doubt it, but it would be funny if it's like it would delete itself on the next end of turn.
So it wouldn't get deleted?
No, because end of turn has already happened.
Yeah, it never saw the beginning of end of turn procedures to even trigger, so it would never trigger.
Yeah, unless like what they did, like with what Sean said, they made it like errated or changed the ruling.
Right.
Otherwise, the only way I could see that even actually deleting it is if they did like a small rule change, which I think would be awful. Where if it would be like, oh, after all effects resolve, do end of turn again.
They wouldn't do that.
Don't do that. This is Perperial would be like, say what?
Yeah, this is something that not a lot of decks would ever see as far as like seeing end of turn procedures start. It doesn't really come up that often to where it would even matter, except for like Death X if it's on your opponent's side of the field versus like end of turn DNA Blitz. Like that's something where it would matter. Also, end of turn DNA that also matters as far as seeing the end of turn procedure start, because a lot of times in the old Mastamon decks you could like combo into a bunch of bodies, but if the bodies weren't out to where they saw end of turn start, if you've already end of turn DNA'd into Masty, those bodies wouldn't then continue to be able to DNA because they didn't see end of turn procedure start.
Gotcha. So if I did, let's say, my Omni play, and I end of turn DNA'd into Omni, Omni would then trigger before the Death X? Because I would have to finish resolving my stuff.
Yeah, your turn players, you would win that because you would just get rid of the Death X before it got a chance to activate. But let's say for some reason, let's say they had a Venusmon on the field.
Yeah.
To where you couldn't get your Wind Digivolving effect or your Wind Attackings. You could do all your stuff and then declare the attack. And then before the check went through, the Death X would be like, okay, blow it up if it's the lowest play costing on your field.
Gotcha. That'd be a pretty cool interaction if you force them to activate your own Miraculous Mega Knight. Like, let's say you go into BT14, Wargrey as your warp, swing, and then, attempt to delete. Reverse Uno.
Yeah, you could do that, because you would actually get the
end of turn DNA.
You would get the 2 checks from the Wargreymon too, because that's a Wind Digivolving effect, so that wouldn't... the Blitz and the checks would happen before end of turn procedures if you evoed into it.
That's an interesting little thing. So that means you could actually then DNA and then end of turn swing with the... No, you wouldn't be able to end of turn swing with the Tamer, would you? End of turn would have already...
So the Tamer is already on the field, so the Tamer sees end of turn procedures start, so you're good there.
Oh, okay. I'm learning things.
Yeah. It's just like start of main phase effects. It needs to just be on the field for the start of that window in order for...
So it could be like put in a queue.
Yes.
And then
once like the Gatomon, right? Like that was like a big contention thing, was like the Gatomon didn't see itself out of security or something, right?
That's different.
Well, I meant like it's not the same rule, but I'm saying it's like...
Oh, it's like a different scenario where like intuitively it might not make sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe Bandai kind of wanted it to work like this with that Tamer. Maybe they actually thought of this and were like, hey, you know, if you use this Tamer, you can get by that end of turn deletion.
It's definitely possible that was something that they knew was an interaction. Whether they designed it to work like that on purpose to dodge that is another question, but I'm sure
it's red, yellow, and you can play it in both decks.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Just come from the set immediately before it, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible they could have designed it deliberately so you could do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool interaction. But yeah, just... and thankfully, Death X is only once per turn, so you wouldn't have to worry about it trying to pop you again.
That's also a hyper-specific, like, scenario.
Yeah, remember when our game was simple, dude?
Yes.
I remember I
draw my 5 cards. Oh, I didn't see a level 3. I've lost this match already.
I'm gonna make this big Unga Bunga stack and turn it sideways. Do I win?
I digivolve into Plesiomon. Plesiomon digivolve to Omnimon. Extend handshake?
Dude, back when every deck was Unga Bunga, simpler times.
I play Gaia Force. Alright, I do again. Evo for 1, Evo for 2, Evo for 2.
The only effect Digimon you played were blockers.
Blockers? And they were bad too, because anytime you wanted to swing with them, you had to hammer. You had to
you ice walled yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you ice walled yourself. Oh man, simple time.
Oh god.
Remember when Sean made us play the retro format and told us we couldn't mulligan?
Yeah, because it wouldn't be true to the format.
I want to see what those games would have been like if mulligans existed.
And then I 2-0'd him, and we never saw that gameplay because guess what he couldn't do? He couldn't play the game because he drew very bad.
No, it's still in my... I still have that video. Like,
it's in the backlog.
It's in the backlog. I just
collecting cyber dust.
Like, it's literally sitting... Like, I have a folder where I put all of the matches that I'm gonna potentially commentate. It's in that folder. And I move them out of that folder actively. Like, I always leave it in there. Anyway, one day I will post that. It's not like there's a time limit on it. It's just a retro format.
Sure, it's a retro, yeah.
Adaptive reasoning. I only mentioned Nume because it's something I'm interested in, and I noticed literally nobody else cared when the topic came up. I was on the Nume train before it was cool. Was it cool? ?
No. I'm sorry,
really.
It wasn't.
I thought it was. I thought it was cool.
That's because you're not cool.
We saw a lot of things come from that Numamon format that are still sticking around nowadays. I would say Numamon was groundbreaking for the Digimon card game.
What did you
Okay.
see?
Okay.
The Ukomon package.
That would have happened
the
regardless,
Generically
dude.
good
No,
package
and that
every
was out
deck is
Numamon.
using?
That would have
Okay.
happened regardless.
Edamon into Ace cards.
That would have probably also happened
Generically good
organically
card, got it.
regardless.
Any other
Groundbreaking.
non-generically just good cards?
People wouldn't have played Death X in their lists.
Yeah, Death X. That card was dead before Numamon came around.
Yeah, that's right. It was never a
Dead in the
$100
water.
secret rare. Anyway, losing the Ukos and the X really hurt because it made Monzi X worse, fewer bodies. And without Monzi X, it's hard to get over the big guys efficiently. I see the deck doing stuff in Japan sometimes, but nobody cares to put up a deck list, so I have no idea what they're doing. I know I can't seem to get it to function very well, so I'm hoping for some sort of support soon. The starter deck Shin Monzi is nice, but it needs a little more love. A new Nume X that floats into other level 4s or 5s with Nume and Tex would be great. Well, I have potentially good news for you. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the second option between that and Galaxy Mirage next week for the members only poll.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sean. I think you're just gonna have to go into the full X antibody where you play like Cool Boys and stuff, just because you need to like turbo into Numa X somehow.
Yeah, and you need to see your proto forms if you're not gonna see like because you need your Monzi X full effect. So like I just feel like that's probably the best way to build it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody who played Garu with my stuff all limited to 1, sometimes you just get really lucky. You just rip all the 1-ups.
Yeah, dude. If I just open Nume X every game, it'll be like it never left.
It's like you never lost it.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? This is full power.
I honestly think that the Numa X could come back.
Well,
I think
you're
it'd be
wrong.
fine.
So
I think with the format as it is right now, I think we need it.
This card called Cross 4, it could come back.
you know they could play
we
Ancient
can't.
Garu as a top end now.
Shut up, Sean.
Hello.
Don't tell them. Shut up.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Giving away all my trade secrets.
Yeah. Benjamin Wiseman, 6567. Turkey over ham. I'm excited for the LM set, if only for the dual color boost and ruin mode reprint. One secret per box kind of sucks though, especially with Quantumon being under $10 right now. I would have hoped they learned from Resurgence Booster to put in at least 2 per box for a reprint set. Well, this is
To be fair, I think we know this for certain now. I think every box comes with 6 packs. Something like that.
yeah, they're not full-size boxes. If they were, I would agree with you, but they're basically like the half
Mini
boxes
box.
that Japan normally gets, except for even smaller than that.
Yeah.
And it is a very small set, so I actually like them doing it like this, because RB1 was definitely a catastrophic misstep.
I will say, I think the price might be a little too high, in my opinion, for only getting 6 packs.
Those are
I think
just
it would be much better as like a $30, $35 range.
I would agree. Those are just the pre-sale prices. We still don't. I don't think we know what it's going to retail for yet.
I think retail's 40.
I mean, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Good luck buying it at retail, I guess, first few weeks.
I would hope that there's enough of it to where we can buy it at retail. But even then, just buy the singles.
Yeah. If you can't buy it at retail, buy the singles.
Yeah.
Straight up.
The singles are going to be a dirt cheap when that set gets released.
Man, remember how Robbie bought 2... Well, actually, Sean, you weren't there. Robbie bought 2 boxes of RB1.
Why?
He wanted purple matte.
Just buy the purple mat online, man.
He bought them from Ben.
Yeah. He pulled 1 per box.
Yeah, he's lucky to even get that many. He could have very well whiffed on it, both boxes. That is not a set you buy to get some of the reprints. Like,
Which is weird, because it's a reprint set.
yeah, that was like... that was such a bad way to do that. Because, like, all the cards you probably wouldn't really care about, you got, like, buku copies per box. And then, like,
There's
some of the...
8 memory boost.
Well, that was good. I like they put a memory boost in each pack, because that... They needed to do that to, like, basically just tank the price of memory boosts.
Yeah, but how did you also like that the boxes you could buy with RB in it also came with an alt-art memory boost? The little packages, the gift boxes.
Oh, I mean, that was fine. That the memory boost was not the bad part. The bad part of that set was the fact that some of the other cards, which were pricey because they needed a reprint, were basically like one per box, maybe. And that includes the tamers that were from 1.0 and 1.5.
Yeah, Matt, TK, Ty,
Mimi,
yeah.
yeah. Definitely a terrible way to do a reprint set, but
Definitely not Davis.
yeah, not Davis for some reason. They were like, "Oh, we reprinted it once already. It's fine."
Yeah, you stay paying $8 for that Davis back in those days.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, got a new reprint. What's the price? The exact same.
Yeah,
Now
they're
it's
the
just
same
prettier and has
price.
texture.
Which art do you want better?
Yeah, do you want the foil or do you want the rare?
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Do you want the gold trim rare, the retro rare? Ike D. Michael 4. I like Cam so much more than Turkey. Also, you do not have to attack to warp into Ancient Grim with the BT-17 boys. That is just usually how it is done. That is true.
That is true, yeah.
But yes. So,
Ham better than turkey.
yeah, you guys got a ham. Blind Owl 123, ham it up.
Ham it up. Ham it up.
Then we have Kyle Newey 9278. So apparently you can do BT-18, Takuya and Koji end of turn effect with BT-17 burning Greymon. Go to Gunimon, warp to Ancient, finish the attack, and it bypasses the end of turn deletion. Thought it was pretty cool. Found that out last week. That's the thing that I explained earlier.
Yep. I think we got quite a few comments about that.
Uh-huh.
It's good to know, you know. It's a nice ruling to be aware of.
It is. It's definitely something to be aware of, especially if you play that deck or play against that deck, because people might do it very soon. You'd be like, what? Hunter 5364. BT5 over Fleezamon didn't have an alt art either. That is true.
Yeah, it's another super that didn't have an alt.
Oh, they also said, Jade Memory Boost is clearly meant for Examon, Copium, and Sister Mom Blanc was using some Demon Lord decks to pitch to draw to work well for the deck just to cycle a bit.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I forgot that was played in Demon Lord decks because it's been so long since I've seen a list playing them.
And he's spot on with Examon too.
Yeah, Copium. Pierre Asinius. I appreciate the answer, fellas. Thank you. I use BT-17 Aguni to Evo and Ancient Grey by having a green or blue tamer on board, Zoe Tommy. Then use the option to go into Susan, then I use end of turn effect to swing. But as Sean said, it's irrelevant, haha.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
In that specific scenario, yeah, you just die, right?
Yeah, you just die.
That's so sad.
You can trigger Susan to Tri-Star Security, but after that you would just die.
Yeah, you can't just swing per game, though.
Yeah, before the check goes through, you do just get blown up. Oreo X 1000. Musketeers are from the DC Grand Prix, if I remember correctly. The alt arts we're getting in the LM set.
Well, I guess.
A chemical chocobo? Chocobo? Chris speaking facts. Lots of game journos just aren't good at playing games.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there was that really famous example a while ago where a game journalist couldn't get out of a tutorial of like a simple platformer. Like what game was that? It was like Cuphead? Because he didn't realize he could like double jump.
Yeah.
It was something like that. Or he didn't realize he could dash in air.
You're right. I think it is Cuphead, and he couldn't get out of it's like I said. I'm not joking when I said they were rating Black Myth Wukong low because they said the game was sexist and didn't have any female characters. Because after Chapter 2, yeah, there's literally so many women after Chapter 2. They become very important to the game, but everyone kind of like flunks out because the Chapter 2 boss is kind of like a wall. It's like, hey, you should have learned how to play this game by now. Like, now we're gonna give you something challenging, and it's very obvious that they couldn't get past it because when they wrote down, where are the women in this game? There are none. It's like, oh, we see you.
That'd be so embarrassing.
That's why, and literally, like you were saying, Brian, with Mario World or Wonder. Why Astrobot's so highly rated, you can pick up that game, turn your brain off, and just have a good time. It's so easy and fun. And
soundtrack
that's why it's
is
so
a
highly
banger.
rated. Yeah.
Like I haven't even played the game. I've listened to the soundtrack. I need to.
Yeah,
I need
listening to on your listening if you have your PlayStation 5 controller and you're playing, and just hearing his little metallic footsteps come through the controller is also just really cool.
That's cute.
You're like, tick, 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 tick. Yeah.
I need to borrow that from you so I can play it.
Samir972. I think Digipainted did a rolling short video for this, which was wild and nothing at the end would be deleted. I do agree with Sean, though. Yeah, when I saw that comment, I actually went to go look to see what he was talking about. And that's when I saw what Digipainted was talking about, and I was like, oh yeah, because I wouldn't see end of turn.
Nice.
Yeah. Very cute little interaction. And that was...
That should be the last one.
That was it. Oh, that's not how you... Okay, there we go.
Alright.
Ben hasn't kept me updated with his matches. I wonder if that's because he keeps going into time.
That would probably make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I definitely asked him to keep me updated.
Three ties by the end of round 3.
Yeah. I went X3 drop. Can't wait to get my prize support in like 6 months. It's Carta Magica hosting it, and they're in Canada, which is their postal systems on strike.
Ben was telling me about that yesterday. He's like, you got to do something really weird in the app to see the event or something like that.
You have to literally sit there and let it refresh itself.
Yeah.
It's very unintuitive because it acts like it's showing you all the events. If you just let it sit there for like 10 seconds, it'll refresh itself and be like, oh, there it is.
He was like, look at this. And he's like showing him. He's like, look what I got to do. And he's like showing me. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because it's in Canada. I'm like, what? So?
Because it's the TCG Plus app.
Yeah, everything you said makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben, I told Ben, I was like, it's not even worth it because, like, let's say I win, it will take me, like, who knows how long to get my prize support because they literally won't ship until the strike is over. And he's like, the prize support's going to be good no matter what. And I'm like, yeah, but it's going to lose, like, a ton of value if it actually takes, like, several months for me to get it.
Yeah. Sag.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to that one time I got a comment, said my face was fat. I went ahead and shaved again, so. Fat face.
Oh my god. Alright. Do the recap, please.
Yeah, right? That's great. Like if you're here, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
I will go back to that video.
Sean's not keeping any of this in.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, what do you know? Right. You're not the editor.
You don't know what I do you don't know what I leave on the editing room floor.
Yeah.
Just do the recap. Stupid fat face.
Jesus, that sounded so mean.
Hey, at least I don't look like an actual baby face when I shave like Chris. He's got that.
Yeah, well, Sean, you weren't
round baby face.
You weren't here last night, okay? When he swiftly kicked my ass 2-0 and then goes, yeah, GG.
He didn't GG me back. So BM.
No, of course not. And then do the freaking recap. Hurry up.
I'll hold you hostage.
I want to go eat my friend. I want to go eat my French fries.
Oh, you're not gonna eat my wife's elote? What's wrong with that, huh? She got all that elote in that fridge, and you're not gonna eat it?
What did she make?
Elote.
Elote.
Is that corn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mayonnaise.
Cheese.
Yes.
And crushed up hot fries or hot Cheetos. Lemon hot Cheetos.
Nice. I thought we talked about this and you guys said you didn't like that. Maybe it was someone in the comments that said they didn't like it.
Oh, I'm not.
I love elote.
Oh, okay. You're not a huge fan.
Corn as a vegetable to begin with is already like a low tier vegetable for me.
Okay. All right. Sean, like, you want to do the recap?
Beans are so much better.
I hear this breeze passing through.
So stupid.
I mean, I feel like elote is pretty good, man.
It is. It's very good. Brand doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's just not for me.
Why'd your wife make it?
She loves it.
I mean, I guess that's a good reason to make it, yeah.
Yeah, I had cheese fries last night.
I don't care if you don't like this. I like it.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to eat the same thing every night.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, you know, I eat the booty like groceries. She doesn't. Like, you know.
Hard pass, dude. Miss me with that. These
He looked
youngins.
at me like, you do what?
These youngins in that. That just sounds really unsanitary.
Bad? Awful?
See, you see what happens when we don't do the recap and we extend this. Now we're talking about eating booty. We
This
went from
is-
elote to booty.
This is staying in.
Okay.
I hope so. Let us know in the comments. Do you?
Please.
Please don't.
Please
Please
don't.
don't
I'd
tell
rather
us.
not know.
Alright.
Thank God.
Awesome.
Chris is over there like,
All
I've
right.
been holding in the biggest fart of my life. Now I'm free.
All right. I'll see you, boys.
Later.
Later.